What's the deal, my people? You know, this is Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you with another one. And this one is Escaping From. I'm by myself on this Escaping From podcast right at this particular time. I'm by myself. And but in fact, I have to do something real quick. Let me this StreamYard thing has messed up for some reason. Things are not what they're supposed to be in. So let me re-add these guys. I don't know what they're doing over there in StreamYard. I really don't. And it's really making me want to go back to Streamlabs if they keep messing up like this. Is that the same link? No, it's a second. There's something's wrong with this goddamn service. I don't know. It's something, I don't know, and everything else like that. But you know, something's going on with this goddamn script. It took me all this time. Hopefully you could hear me. My microphone's working. It took me all this time just to get this thing working. My background, my everything. I had green shit around me and everything. Everything's all fucked up, man. But right now I'm back at you know what I mean, and hear everything else. Let me say what up to the people who are rocking with us right now. Until people come in here, rock with me. Anna is in the building right now, rocking with us right now. Sonic your boy is up in the building, rocking with us. Don Ron is up in here. You know, the Tony Teflon, the Don Ron up in the building. Madrell is up in here, rocking with us right now. You know what I mean? Mika, Mika, my girl. She is up in here, rocking with us. Thank you for some top tier. CJ is up in here. C10 is in the building. Jay Hall is here for all of the smoke, he says. I put down right. It's moving really fast in the chat. I should have slowed it down. May Kent is up in here. They rocking with us. T-Ville is up in here. It's always Carla Way is in the building from down under. Rocking with your boy, the Don Tony Teflon. As I said, people should be here rocking with me. Elamar should be here. I'm waiting for her to get back to me. She should be in here. Let me say real quick, everybody in the chat, you know, he's not here at this time. But possibly he could be watching. Let me say happy birthday to my boy, Phil, the Issues guy. It's his birthday today. Phil, may you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Everybody give a shout out to the boy Phil for his birthday and put those Phil emojis up in that piece right there going on. You know what I mean? Put that up in the chat and everything else. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sipping on some Heine Silver. Heine Silver is what I'm sipping on right now. You know, it's supposed to be the low fat version of it. So, and listen, I'm gonna say this right now, man. We are right now. What is the count? 30. I think 30 people away right now from hitting 70,000. Let's see if we can get to that 30 this stream. Let's try to hook it up for your boy. You know what I mean? And let's see what's going on. You know what I mean? Let's try to get 30 subscribers right now and hit 70,000 while we're on this stream. That would be great if we were able to pull that off and everything up. People are asking what Phil's got. You know, it's his birthday, so he's out eating right now. But he's gonna try to pop in here and everything else. So I got Elamar is gonna be rocking with me. I gave her the link. She hasn't looked at it yet. She hasn't seen it. So as soon as she sees it, I am sure that she will hop right on here and get up in this piece and rock with me right now. You know what I mean? Luna Cascade gifted 5 members for Teflon TV. She want 5 new members. We're looking for subscribers. We'll take the members too. We're looking for 30 subscribers. Let's try to get there. You know what I mean? Let's try to get there and everything else and all that good stuff. That's just what y'all put the bridge 4 emoji. Yeah, the Phil Issues guy right here right now. Getting serious, that would be a great B-Day present for Phil. It would be. Hit that, he would be so happy about that. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. So let's try to make it happen, man. Try to subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, hit that thumbs up for your boys. #1 show by the fans, for the fans, by the fans right here. You know what I mean? The Don Tony Teflon, always keeping it real. All right, we'll be joined on the Escaping From on up. We got a new member right here. Thank you so much for becoming a member. That's what's up. We enjoyed by Elizabeth Moy this Sunday and Escaping From podcast. That's confirmed. And then we have Christy after that, not the week after that, but the following week. I think it's episode 7. We'll have Christy, and we're working on getting everybody else for the rest of the program. So we'll have them all on there and everything else. So hope all y'all can come out here and everything and chill. Thank you, Maria Horn, for becoming a for becoming a member. You know what I mean? And Christian, thank you for becoming a member, and everybody else. I wish everybody the best for becoming a member of the channel. But if you're not subscribed, then Coco Moody, thank you for becoming a member. But if you're not subscribed, try to subscribe to your boy. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let's get right into it. Last episode, I know a lot of people, and a lot of people were not happy, saying they didn't get the answers that they wanted and everything else. And I'm one of these people that I'm not really concerned about getting all the answers. In all honesty, I'd rather not get all. I'd rather not get all the answers right now, because then the show is coming to an end once that does. So we can get a little bit of the answers. I'm cool with a little bit of the answers, and hopefully, you know what I mean, they give us some things. But I think right now we have reached that point, that pinnacle point. We're going into episode 5. The first 4 episodes going up, I think we were going up the roller coaster, and now 5, it's downhill all the way, in a good way, that we're all going to go. And Creative Mind, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the family. Truly appreciate you rocking with us, man. And so I think all these next episodes are going to be big episodes. I don't think we're going to have any more fillers or anything else like that. Fred Grace, thank you for becoming a member. I don't think we're going to have any more of these filler episodes that you plan. I think everything's going to be balls to the motherfucking walls. I think we're going to get all the answers and get everything that's going on. And Rachel, thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate everybody becoming a member and everything else like that. So I think we're going to get all these answers that you're looking for. Again, this is about right now. And Burrito, thank you for becoming a member. This is right now. This is about, we got 5 weeks to go. We got 5 weeks to go before this is all over. But this show right here is about theories. So if you have any theory and you want to talk about having a theory, please put it in the comment section. Let me know and everything else. Thank you, Retta, for the super chat. I truly appreciate that. You didn't ask a question, but you did put it up there, so we put you up on the board. Betrayed King has become a member. All those memberships sound amazing, and I really, truly appreciate it. Keep them coming. We'll take all the members we can get. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Also, we want you to subscribe. We're trying to get to 70,000 subscribers. We're almost there. I think we're like 29 away. Let's keep it going. I put out a theory today. I think it's a little controversial and everything else, but let's go through some of them right now. Big Daddy P 1980 says, do you think the monsters are there to keep them in the town? I don't think they're there to keep them in the town. I think the monsters were experimented on. So I go into this a little bit in the video I put in there, so we'll talk about it right now. I think that these monsters, though alien looking like in nature and everything else, and not human looking like in nature, I think it's quite possible that these people, like my girl who's right here rocking with us, you know what I mean? I think that it's quite possible that they could have been human beings at one time, and then were infected with this extraterrestrial parasite that's inside of Boyd's body. Now, I think that this, like when we seen the other guy up there chilling with him, you know what I mean, that Boyd got the stuff from, who gave Boyd his blood. I think that these extraterrestrial parasites that are inside the body is being experimented on for different reasons. It could be for diseases. It could be for live a longer life. It could be trying to create super soldiers, or attacking monsters that we see. It could be all side effects, not the exact thing that they're looking for, and they're experimenting on different people with different blood types, different other things and everything else. You know what I mean? Now, I know you people are going to look at me and you're going to say, Teflon Don, what do you mean? What's going on here when you're talking about these extraterrestrial parasites? They're not, the parasites are not extraterrestrial. That's not the word I use. That is the word that our great guest who was on here last week, the girl who plays Julie, who was on here rocking with us last week, that's the word she used while she was rocking with us. She called them extraterrestrial. All right. So that's what she said. That's what came out of her mind. So if she's saying it, I already told you what it was. That's just confirmation to me and everything else that's what it is. You know, she said that they were extraterrestrial. That's the exact word she used. Now listen, if they were, and you know what is this? Thank you so much for the super chat, Keenan. I truly appreciate it, brother. I truly appreciate it, 100%. You know what I mean? But Hannah, as Carl Away says, She used that word, and she said it. Extraterrestrial, right? That's just not just a word you put out there. She didn't just put that word. She could have put any other word up in there, but that's a specific word that she used, right? And she said extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial means not of this earth. That's what it is. I mean, I don't know what else I gotta do and everything else. And all you people, you're sitting here like my man E Time saying you got milk for your chip. I ain't gonna have to take no chip, bro. This is facts, bro. I'm trying to tell you and everything else, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? It's the way it goes, brother. I know that's something you may want to see happen, but the Don Tony Teflon, it ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna take that shit because I ain't got to because I'm right. I'm right. I know that I'm right and everything else. There's no other reason at all. You know what I mean? There's no other reasons right there that she would say those words. All right, my beautiful co-host partner is here rocking with us right now. Y'all seen her before. You should know her from last year because she was here all the time. In fact, it's me and her podcast, and Phil came on and rocked with us. But she's here rocking with us because she had the time. It is the one and only Lamar. Oh, why do we default to that? We know that's our position.
Hey Tony, hey everyone. So nice to be here.
Maybe it's me though, so don't do nothing. It could be me. Let me check. So sometimes my thing be messing up. Talk to me.
Sound check. Is it
Let's
me?
see. Talk to me, Simone.
Another sound check.
I can't hear. I can't hear.
Oh
Can anybody
no.
hear Elamar? Can you
Oh
hear
no.
Elamar? Is it just me that can't hear her?
Can
Maybe it's
you
just
hear
me.
me?
I had to figure this out.
Oh.
They hear you. All right,
Mm-mm.
so it's me. It's my machine
Oh.
messing up. Let me
Well, I'm saying
fix
all
this real
kinds of
quick.
good things.
Da, da, da. And you can talk to them, Elamar, while I fix it. They can hear you.
It's so nice to be here. It's so nice to see everyone. I was having some issues with my technology too. I did not know I'm gonna be able to
Hmm.
join today. So I guess we're having issues on both sides here. But it's really nice to be here. Let's see. Tony's figuring things out.
What is
Any
going
better?
on?
Hmm.
Well, you're good. You're good.
Um.
Me.
So what does
Why is it
LMR
not coming
stand
in?
for? It stands for Living My Rhapsody. That's the
All
name.
right,
Full
let's
name
see.
is Living My Rhapsody. Nice to see everyone. Yeah, I'm looking at the comments here. I'm sure their comments are slightly different. Um. Oh, thank you, JC. Cool hair. Yeah, it's I was yeah, I had it that color for many years now. I do love it. I do prefer this one. I think I had all kinds of colors.
There we go. All right, I
Yes,
got
no?
you. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
there's an echo.
It's an
Oh no,
echo
wait,
now.
it's gone. Hold
All
on.
right, all
I
right. I
just
think
heard
it's fine.
myself. It was very annoying to hear myself. Not that I don't know why
Oh my
people.
God! And when Elamar is in the building, y'all know what time. Long time.
It has been a while since I heard it and actually been here to actually hear it. You used to play it when I just popped in. I loved it. It was such a even though I couldn't join, you played it. It made me feel so much better. So it's so nice to be
It's
back.
great to have you back. I said I haven't played that. I haven't had an opportunity to play it in a very long time. That's why I gave the whole full version
Oh,
of it.
you did the whole thing,
Yeah, the whole thing with
not
the
just a little.
music and everything else.
Yeah, I
That's my
loved it.
man John Delavento who made the music for us for that
Hmm.
and for everything else and all that good stuff and everything else. That is the Lady in the Don podcast intro that we put out there and everything else. But now we're back.
Hmm. We're
Elamar's here, we're
back.
back and everything. Elamar, how have you been before we jump up in this piece and get this thing rolling?
How I have been. Oh, I was just mentioning you didn't hear me. I was having some technology issues. I did not know I'm gonna be able to join. I had camera. I'm gonna get a new laptop. This is a like my phone. You probably last time we were at the con back in whatever, like some years ago. I still have that old phone, Tony. I am so bad. I'm
Do you
changing the
still have
phone.
that same
I
phone?
still have that phone. It's a dinosaur. It's like from and all those old things that we see. This is kind of like my phone from the from. If somebody
Mhm.
from has a phone, that's probably how it looks like.
It's
Yep.
like, thank you for the super chat, Chris. He says, Tony, you got such a solid record. It has to be aliens. Thank you so much. You can always send super chats to the Cash App. I would appreciate it. If you did it, it helps me out better because YouTube takes 45% of all money sent on super chat. So if you want me to get the money, send it on the Cash App. It's on the crow on the bottom. $ Tony Teflon 545. Elamar, how did you feel about this episode that we just did?
Uh, it was more of a like a calmer. I can't even talk right now. I'm so upset about the whole technology thing. But yeah, it was okay. There was not a lot of action. There was a lot of things that well, there were things we found out, but I didn't feel like it was going like too quickly. So it was okay. What about you? I
Yeah,
mean,
it
I
was a
loved
good
it, but yeah.
It was a good episode. It wasn't my favorite episode that they ever put out, but I think it's a meaningful episode of stuff
Hmm.
that we have to have. Again, I still think there's some suspect stuff going on in this whole situation. You know what I mean? I think that, when dealing with like the tea, this tea, there's something going on with this tea and everything else that I keep seeing. You know what I mean? I like this. Everyone's serving it. Kenny's mom is serving it. Everyone's trying to
Hmm.
make tea and stuff like that. Julie wants to make tea. I think that there could be some stuff going on in this tea, that there could be some type of not parasites, but something in this damn tea that's going on.
Yeah.
Like that it could be something else. You know what I mean? Like they
Everything
could
is
be using it
controlled
to
over there.
drug people and stuff
Hmm.
because there's a mole in this damn place. There's a mole up in this place. You know what I mean? And we have to figure out somebody who this mole is. Now we'll do talk. I'm doing a whole. Oh, someone said moon tea. I don't know if it's moon tea. It may be moon tea. Ain't no
It
one
would
got
make
pregnant.
sense, right?
It would. It would
It
because we
would
have
make sense. I mean, nobody's pregnant over there,
no.
right? They're doing all
Mm-mm.
kinds of stuff, and so far they're great at their game. I mean, nobody's getting pregnant, so
Yeah, the pull-out game is great. Yeah, I mean, because I don't see no condoms up in there
right?
or anything else like that. You know what I mean? So I think that there must be something up going on there and
Mm.
everything else. Mika, how come I'm not blue? I don't understand that question. What do you mean you're not blue? What's going on? You'd have to let me know. You have to explain that a little bit better to me, Don. I could understand. There is no proof for a mole even this season. Well, the show runners confirmed that there was a mole. So that's the proof. I
Mm.
mean, we haven't seen anything in the show that has confirmed or said that there was said that there was one, but there is definitely a mole going on in there because the showrunners came out and said that. Your membership status, I wouldn't know. You should still be a member. Do you have a rock? Do you have a talisman next to your
Mm.
name? If there should be a talisman next to your name. If there's a talisman next to your name, then you should still be a member. I can't see the
Um,
YouTube chat itself to know what's going on there.
I wonder with the blue, I think those are your mods. And I don't know what happens to the color of the mods if they become
Yeah,
your
so the
members.
mods are the blue ones.
Yeah.
Mods are blue, and
Mm-hmm.
then if you're a member, you get a talisman next to your name. You should have a talisman out there. So if
That's right.
you have a talisman because you're safe. I want to make sure you're safe when you're here. You don't get to go in the box with the talisman. All right. You don't have a talisman next to your name, you're likely to go into the box.
And not surviving it.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is. I think that's what it
Okay.
is. But you have to be here to become a moderator. You got to be here a while because moderator is just not just a title; it's an actual job. And I
Yeah.
don't just ask people just to become moderators because people don't want to come here and work. You know what I mean? Some people like to do it, and that's the way it is, and stuff like that. So that's the only reason that's the way that is. So hopefully that clears things up. But yeah, there's definitely a mole because that guy said there's a mole. So if you had to pick a mole, we're gonna go through them right
Mhm.
now. We're gonna go through everybody right now, and we're gonna see if we can figure out who the moles are. All right,
Mhm.
let's go
All
through it.
right.
Boyd, is Boyd a mole? mole?
I don't think so. We see a lot of internal dialogue and him talking to people or himself. We see a lot of that, talking to himself and talking to his dead wife. So I don't think he's a mole.
Yeah, I don't think Mole that he's a mole either. He's the head guy, so it's not Boyd. All right, so Boyd is off the
Hmm.
list. Therefore, I'm going to eliminate Boyd's whole family since his wife.
Yep.
He had to kill his wife and everything else. We'll eliminate his whole family.
Okay.
Let's get into brass tacks here with people
Yeah.
like that. Let's go with Donna. Is Donna a mole?
I think she might be because I have not seen her talking. Well, we have seen her kind of showing to people how she, doing the whole floor, ripping out the floor and doing some pouting. Well, not pouting, that's the wrong word, but kind of like being emotional. But it's all been outside with people. I don't remember seeing her just being by herself without anybody and us just seeing her going through her, emotions. So she might be.
Yeah, I think so. When it comes down to who the mole is and why it could be Donna, it's because she's been there the longest right now.
Yeah.
Besides Victor, when you look at when Boyd got there, there were certain people that were there. And now there's other characters that we don't know about, but I'm going with the main cast that we know
Mm-hmm.
about, right? So we know Donna, when Boyd arrived, Donna was already there. The guy Donna punched in the face was already
Yes.
there. Father Kotri was there. Those
Mhm.
three people. So I would think if it's a mole, but it has to be someone who's had been there a lot of time. So therefore,
Yeah.
Donna makes the list for me. She's definitely on the list. And the guy she punched in the face is on the list too, because he's been there for a long time. And
Mhm.
also he's talked about pocket dimensions, that this was a pocket dimension and everything else. So I think it's a good chance those two are both on the list. So we're going to leave them on the list and then we'll rank them later. All right, let's keep going. What about Kenny? Do you think Kenny is a mole?
No, that's the thing. Anybody who actually has their own moment internally, like outside of being seen, um, I don't think there would be a mole because they're going through it and um, just being us seeing them by themselves, talking or feeling their emotions. It's for us to see. And if I see that, it's like less likely. Why would they be going through those things away from other people? They would be doing it with the people so people can see them, but I see them without anybody else. So
Mhm.
I don't think he would be a mole.
All right. What about his mother?
That's what I'm thinking. Like I'm leaning towards Donna, and I think that's for so far I'm sticking to that. Because she says she was here. Who can prove that she was there with her sister? Maybe she was. I'm not saying she wasn't, but there's nobody else who can actually confirm that there
All
was
right,
a sister.
let's get a ranking system.
Yeah.
We'll rank them up, and then when we get them where it's
Mhm.
supposed to be, then we'll go through the two. So, do you
Okay.
think it's so? You got Donna is could be it. What
My
about
top 1 for now.
Kenny's mom? Do you think that she could be a
Um,
mom?
there's a yes, I mean, she could be technically because every time she was mourning or doing something, somebody came in. I have not seen her be by herself. So yeah, I could make her be there on the list.
And we'll do a poll once we get the
Yeah.
top people. Then we'll put the poll in the chat, and then y'all can vote after. So I think Kenny's mom could beat them all, and this is the reason why. Number one, she controls all the food. If somebody
Mm.
is drugging these people and making them see hallucinations, like we see Tabitha and all that, and that's some type of hallucinogenics
Mhm.
or that Jade has got, or anything else like that, or all of them, it would be in the food system. She controls the food. She also controls all of the stuff that's inside of the town. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So the fact that she has all the everything else, and she keeps letting people stay in her house. All the important people that have something to do wind up being in her house. Jade was put in her house for some reason. They put Jade in there. And then what? Now the Matthews are put in her
Yeah.
house. Is she just being nice, or is she trying to keep tabs on all of them? Is that what's going on?
Mm.
So it could be both situations there. So I have to put her as it's possible for being a mole also. So we have two suspects right now that could three actually. The guy that she punched in the face,
Yeah.
Donna, and then Kenny's mom. So let's keep
Yeah.
going. What about the nurse, Chrissy? You think Chrissy could be a mole?
Um, I'm trying to think of how I've seen her. I don't think so. I don't think she would be. I mean, I don't know. I would say less likely. Less likely.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, making a case for her to be a mole, I would say that she's running the medical test on everybody. So if
Mm-hmm.
this is an experiment, you would need, and you're trying to experiment on people, and you need to
Yeah.
know how they're reacting and their body's reacting. She would be the one to have the blood samples of them. She would be the one to check them and see exactly what's going on. So for that reason, I would think that if she was going to be a mole, it's a good possibility. That's why she would be the mole. That she'd be the scientist fronting like a nurse, but she's truly as a scientist doing everything else like that. So that's why
Yeah.
I would suspect her if she was going to be a mole. But me personally, I don't think that she is a mole. But
Mm-hmm.
that's the case for her being a mole.
And
Next,
just mentioning
go ahead.
her, but since you mentioned her, she would be, if she's not a mole, she's a great addition to the whole. I think it's an experiment, like I said in season one. I mean, it's a mean experiment. I would love to, if I were evil, I would love and had all that power. I would definitely would want to run that kind of a social experiment where you can just introduce those people to stuff and like different things that are happening, all the bad stuff that's happening to them. And definitely her having Kenny and her girl fiance there, that's a perfect study in a way to see what happens to three of them and people who surround them too.
All right, so Birdie's Bloom says she doesn't take blood samples. There's no lab. All right, she's not taking pulling blood out of people taking samples, but she has their blood. If someone
Yeah.
gets cut and it goes on side of a napkin, she has access to that. She has access to Ethan's blood because she got cut and everything else
Hmm.
and bandages. Remember, if you're just trying to get DNA off of stuff, you don't need a whole lot of blood. And if
Hmm.
this is the technology that we think it is, from quantum computing and wormholes that I think it is, you're not going to need a whole full vial of blood at this
Yeah.
particular time. You know what I mean? So I'm saying she has access to everybody's blood and how things are affecting them because she is the registered nurse psychiatrist too, I would think. You know what I mean? That she's doing all that stuff with them too. So that's why I'm saying that she is. But no, she's not actually.
Hmm.
I don't think she has a needle when she's taking drawing blood and everything else. But you never know. She has access to all
And
that.
with that, I mean, to add to that, as a doctor, or she was actually was it fourth year student? So technically, I think fourth year they are already. I don't know what the thing is, but I think they might be close to being doctors. They're just like practicing, beginning like before having their own whatever it is. But anyway, so as a doctor or potentially being close to being a doctor, she should raise the issue of people healing so quickly. And I don't know if she raised it.
It
Like,
has
oh, your
not been
leg is
raised.
healing this quickly. I put this, you had this rod in your thigh and you're walking like 3 days after. I'll be like, what is wrong? Like, what's going on here? And
Yeah.
she had, I don't think she has mentioned that. So
Unless
that's kind of
that's
suspect,
something that's going on
right?
that they're running
Yeah.
tests on. Like, hey, now listen, though I believe that they have captured aliens and they're using their
Hmm.
blood and everything else for testing all this stuff, the government, when it's all said and done, they're going to tell you that they're doing it for the right reasons, right?
Right.
When the
Yeah.
Nazis were doing all the torture experiments to the Jewish twins, children, and
Mhm.
everything else during the World War, they were saying they were doing it for justifiable reasons. Like they were
Right.
trying to figure things out, and that's why they were doing it, right? So they're going to be saying the government's going to be coming with all this stuff and everything else. Oh, we're doing it for the benefit of man. We're trying to benefit mankind. Blah 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 blah. That's just the way
Mhm.
it goes, and everything else. That's just what it is and stuff, you know. All right, Reese Coco is saying, I really think it's a Sanitarium psych ward or something like that. All right, let's go through that real quick of how it could be a psych ward. It would be hard for me to see how exactly this would be a true psych ward. Everybody in there is really crazy. And the only reason I would say that is because if it's a psych ward, you would have to say that the whole family is crazy. You would have to say
Exactly.
Jim, his kids, and his wife all went crazy together, and then they put them all together,
Mhm.
which is something I don't think they would do.
Like a group
You
psychosis
know,
or something.
yeah, I just don't think that that
Yeah.
would work for that reason. That's why I can't see it being. Now, again, I like the movie Shutter Island, and I thought it was a really good movie. and you're saying that it's something like that, like a psycho person who everyone else is playing the part, and all these people, it's just one psycho person like Leonardo DiCaprio was, and all these people are just playing the part just to help them out. Maybe that's something else. But as for all of them people being in some type of psychiatric facility, and you're saying they're all crazy, I just don't see them being, the kids being in there with them and everything else. That would be the problem with that theory. If it can be explained better to me, I would love to hear it. But well, what do you think about that right there being
See,
psychiatric?
I don't think that they are actually, if this is that kind of experiment, I actually am thinking if their actual bodies are there or only if their mind is there. And it's like, I know it reminds me, I've seen so many movies lately as a stress relief, and there's a possibility that they're all linked somewhere, but they're laying down like sleeping, and they're just, that's how their bodies, they're in a way imagining, they're like having a same kind of dream.
Mhm.
Basically all of them are in one dream, but it's not a dream, it's actually they're living through it mentally, like their mind is somewhere. But again, if it's alien technology, who knows what aliens can do to us? It may be,
Mhm.
magic or science that we don't understand. That's what some people call magic. um unless it's actually their bodies. But I don't know if I would like it, like if they're done and there's a different level to this so-called game or
Mhm.
test. How are their bodies going to the next level if they die, or only are they going to different level only if they survive? um
Yeah,
and then
well,
yeah, that's
we could
yeah.
address. So let's say it's something like that. We did cover the show called The Peripheral, right? And in
Yeah.
this show, in The Peripheral, it was about people never seen this show. It's a good show. Go watch it on Amazon. It's about people who basically would go into the future, right? They would go into a
Hmm.
headset, a virtual reality headset, and they would go right into the future while they were on this headset. And then they had a clone body, a
Yep.
robot body avatar for them that they controlled and felt, and it really felt like it was them, and it was
Hmm.
taking place in the future. When they went
Yep.
into it and then they took it off, they were back in their time.
Yep.
So it could be a situation where Jade has said before, when he first came in, he said it's some type of escape room. So could this be some virtual reality matrix type situation? We deal with Jade. Jade's company that he works for was about automated robots. Could the robots have taken over like Terminator and put people inside some type of matrix situation, and this is all truly just a simulation, and they're all stuck like that? So
Hmm.
it's I would not say that it's not like that at all.
It
It
would
could
be,
be a situation like that.
yeah. What if see, I just thought of it now. What if, like you said, those are like I'm gonna call them host bodies. I don't know which show it is from. Like if there's a host, I forgot. I've seen too many shows. So if it's like a host body, like the reason why there's no organs inside is because technically they don't have organs.
Mhm.
And there's just, like there's no electric. I mean, there's electricity, but it's not connected to anything. So what if their body is actually not connected to anything inside? Like I don't know if Chrissy or what's her name,
Yeah.
Christy, if she's ever done if anybody died of natural causes, if she actually opened somebody up. And yeah, Westworld, John, yeah, exactly, Westworld. So if she opened them up and were their organs in a natural death, I'm just wondering. That would be really cool if they actually opened somebody up and like, there's nothing inside of them. Just like nothing is connected, no lamps go. I mean, the cables go nowhere. That would be
Yeah,
really fun.
the cables go nowhere. There's no power source. Not even do the
Yeah.
cables that go anywhere. There is no there's nothing inside of the rubber. There's no
Yep.
wire inside there. So even if it went somewhere, wouldn't connect to anything because there was no wire inside of it. So
Mhm.
now you got to start looking at what can power this place without wires. So it would have to be some type of technology that they have that can transmit electricity throughout the air and everything else. I did a whole video on all this. You know what I mean? And all that. You talk about Tesla coils, and Tesla had a thing that did wireless transmission. We have wireless transmissions, right?
Mhm.
Wireless car transmissions and everything that you can do, but you can't power your house with it yet. Tesla was building something that was
Yeah.
supposed to be able to do that. When they shut him down, they didn't want that to happen. He wanted to give it away to free. Tesla, when he did that, he was building that so everyone in the world could have electricity for free.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the people who were getting paid for electricity said, "No, you can't do this
There's
shit."
no money
And
in free
and
stuff, right?
shut
Because
him
it's free.
shut him right the fuck down. If he was going to make it and give it away to everyone for free, like everyone in the world deserves to have electricity, which is true, and everyone should have access to it. Just like
Yeah.
the internet and Wi-Fi, everyone should have access to that and water. Like these things, everyone needs. All right. Susan wants to go because she's trying to put capital letters in here. So let's get her in there. Chrissy's girlfriend is the most. She was sent in there to check up on things. So what do you think about Susan about Chrissy's girlfriend? She shows up in there out of nowhere. She said that Chrissy was supposed to go
Hmm.
to lunch with her, and she didn't go to lunch. 2 hours later, she's been gone. She claims she was searching for her with her parents and everything else. We do see a missing picture, portrait of Chrissy from the wanted from missing
Mhm.
person from the promo footage. Do you think that it's possible that she could be a mole?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that she would be one of those. Um, ooh, I don't see the reason how she could stir things. I mean, as a from a scientist perspective, I would put her in there to move things around to make things, complicated for her and for her fiance and for Kenny, and to put that extra variable into this whole experiment. But you don't put the variable, well, whatever, for those like variable, like the one of the pieces you put in there. It's usually not person observing um
Mhm.
the situation. So I don't see her being there as one of the observers. I don't think she's just a like what do you like what one of the pieces in the game.
Yeah, I just think that when it's all said and done, thank you so much for being Zay saying you love the channel. I appreciate that. I just don't think that it's somebody who has the story who's on drugs and having convulsions from being on drugs and having withdrawals from being on drugs. For that reason, I just can't see them sending in. Let's send in somebody who's on drugs and who's actual going through breakdowns because of it and withdrawals. For that reason, I don't think it's her alone, just for that
Mhm.
right there. I don't think they're going to send in somebody that's got a drug problem. Me personally, it's pretty obvious that she does because the withdrawals are real that she's going through. So I don't see it her. But we'll talk about that goddamn Tilly right now. That
Ah,
that Tilly, that
that's the
this
older lady, right?
that
With the
older lady
yeah.
Tilly.
Mhm.
Now, what about her being the mole? What do you think about Tilly?
Um, more I'm leaning more towards her than the girlfriend or the fiance, just because there's not that, I mean, with others also there's no connection, but the way she introduces um this I guess this carefree perspective um of, but I don't know what's up with her purse or whatever. She's like, holding on so tight, like to like she's clinging on to whatever she has, and she just is very much everywhere. She seems to be everywhere, and the answers she was, I don't know. It will make more sense for her to be more than the fiance.
Yeah, I mean, she's there, Johnny on the
Yeah.
spot. She knows everybody's
Right.
business. She's there, So the only thing I would say, like everyone sees her dancing in the rain, like, oh, why is she dancing? And someone just put a thing in there, and they said that, you know, um, she's dancing in the rain. Boyd sees a ballerina. No coincidence. I think
Hmm.
that's a good get. It could be. But it could be she has a fatal disease and she's just living her best life right now. It could be a situation
Hmm.
like that, like there's something going on with her. She's gonna die. So whatever's gonna happen, she's just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna live my
Yeah.
best life and be carefree.
And
Could
she
be
really
that.
bothered, kind of like she was like, "Oh, go. I was going to the races and whatever she said," and it's like, "Oh, okay, I'm just walking around." She's taking it really well, being stuck there. I think
All right, so
quite too well.
Bruce says again. He says, question, uh, who and how confirmed was there a mole? We don't have anything to say. It was the person who made the show up said that there was a mole. That's what we're going on. He came out in the article and said that that was a
Huh.
mole and stuff. So that's why. All right, people say maybe Veronica say maybe Sarah's the mole. What do you think about Sarah?
No, I don't think so. She especially when she was talking to herself, like, "Oh, I don't wanna do it." Nobody was hearing her, nobody else.
Mhm.
The guy who might have heard her, she killed him. So the people who say stuff emotionally knowing that there's nobody, or us knowing that there's nobody anywhere around them, I
Mhm.
would discount them as moles,
Yeah,
altogether.
I'd say that the person who's speaking to us said that she's the first person they were able to speak for at all that's been there,
Mm,
and that's why they're communicating with her because they couldn't speak to anybody else, right? So that just showed you it's not the
mm.
boy in white. It's not whoever's talking to her wasn't the boy in white because the boy in white's communicating
Yeah.
with other people. She's saying straight up, no one's been able to communicate with us at all. Sarah's the
Mm,
first person that was there that they could talk to was Sarah, right? And yes, you got
yeah.
LMR. There's LMR emojis in there with the drink in her hand. Put them up there for that girl.
And here's
Rock
my
with it. There you
drink.
go. Put up
Yeah.
there for our girl. Rock with it. So I would say no to Sarah. She killed too many people. If you're a mole, you got to be. There's
Right.
a couple of things it has to be, and this is what I think when we start thinking about the mole. Think about these things. Number one, I think it has to be someone that you care about, so that when they say it's the mole, you're shocked. If it's Tilly and she's the mole, no one's gonna give a fuck
Mm,
about Tilly being the mole. You know
yeah.
what I mean? No one's gonna care. They're gonna say Tilly's the mole. She's new. No one cares about her right off the bat, right? You know what I mean? And that's it. Mika says, "Why must there be a mole? You look amazing." Well, thank you so much for saying I look amazing. Keep lying to me.
Those are not lies, and you know it, Tony.
Keep lying to me. I like to be lied to. My motto in life is the more you drink, the better I look. So
You're funny.
that's what I tell them
Oh.
all the time, right? So it has to be to
Mhm.
me when it comes down to I don't think there must be a mole, but if you're having the experiment, and this is an experiment, you have to have someone on the inside monitoring to make
Yep.
sure and relaying information back. You always have to have that. So that's why I think there has to be a mole. You're right. So because if this is an experiment, them being a mole proves that it's an experiment. All right. So it has to be somebody that you actually care about. So when you hear it, it's shocking to you. If it's gonna be
Mhm.
Tilly or even Randall, no one's gonna care that stuff.
Mm.
They're too new. It has to be someone from the main cast that first started off, and it's got to be someone you don't expect because they're
Yep.
undercover. You can't be high profile like Sarah. Too high profile. She's gonna kill people. Everyone know it. She fucking up her cover. Spies are low profile people. You don't expect them to be. Like when they send spies over from different countries, they're not like James Bond sipping martinis with cigarettes hanging out. They look like people that you would never suspect would
Yep.
do anything, who works corner store jobs and everything else. And that's how they're able to blend in. So it has to be somebody like that you would care about, and someone who's been there a long time. I think a decent amount of time they would have to have someone in there. That being said, someone said her name, so let's talk about her
Yeah.
and put her in there, and that is Fatima. What about Fatima being the mom?
You know, the I guess I have to put Donna and Fatima on top of the list because even as a person, let's say, who would be part of the experiment, like actually knowing of the experiment, being part of it,
Uh-huh.
there are those who are either designing or are aware of the experiment where they think it's like too much. Like we're doing on paper, it would sound great. Yeah, let's experiment, let's do this. But when you discover either have feelings or it's it's being too much, then you have second thoughts, and maybe at this point she is it may be too much for her, and she's
Hmm.
kind of cracking, like it's just too much. So she may not be faking it, she may actually be feeling it, and she's having second thoughts, especially when she not only was proposed to, but the wedding is supposed to actually take place, and it's like, huh, it's an actual person, he actually loves me. And if she were just experimenting, part of the experiment,
Hmm.
and she, let's say, caught feelings for him, it would be like, wow, I'm gonna mess him up. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
That's
she's
what
out there. Yeah.
that's what happens with sometimes, like she's in too deep. You go deep cover, right? Say
Yeah.
you're Donnie Brasco going in, right? You're Donnie Brasco. When you're going up in there, you're going undercover like Donnie
Mm.
Brasco, right? And you got to infiltrate the mob. What happened when he was in there, Donnie Brasco? Well, what happened to that cat when he was in there? He started liking these guys.
Right.
He liked hanging out with them. He liked chilling with them. It was hard for him to break that cover. It was hard for him to do all that because he was cool with them. Because once you start getting on the other side, you start realizing, oh, these people ain't so bad after all. You start
Hmm.
liking the way, you start liking the power, you start liking everything, right? And that's it. Don't say nothing, Donnie. Don't talk to him, Donnie. Right? Yeah, and that's just what it is. Even Lefty, when he found out that he was, that Donnie was undercover, he couldn't believe it. Right? So it's got to be something. Fatima fits that mold. She would fit that mold that she's in there with Ellis. She went in there to do a job, but she wound up falling in love with somebody while she was there. And now she cares about this person because we never seen her break before, and she broke. You would think that all this stuff that she's seen before. She's been there a year. Like she had the year anniversary.
Hmm.
She's seen people die. Why all of a sudden now these new people affect her like this where she can't take it to seeing these people die? You think she would have been already done with that? Like already up there, they're dead, they're dead. Alice was.
Right.
I don't even know what we could do. He's like, we can run out the back. There's nothing we can do.
Right.
So why all of a sudden she's so emotional? What would make a woman that emotional, Elmar? Why
Yeah.
do women get emotional? What causes emotions in women?
Yeah. So actually, from like, I'm speaking for myself now, I'm not speaking for women in general, but I think of myself as a person who thinks very positively and tries to look at positive things in, like, I know, like, I'm a person who thinks of reality that this is the way it is, but I'm trying to acknowledge the positive things in life. But sometimes it gets too much where there's no more room for positivity, and people just break. There's nothing support, like, positive people support themselves. They're usually are not supported by either life or others, and if their own personal support, if their own strength is too it's not enough for the situation, people break, and there's that depression, there's that apathy. Normally she was Alice said, let's get married. And for somebody who is in that kind of, I don't want to just call it depression because everybody's depressed, like Boyd said, but
Mm-hmm.
when it's too much, when she's burned out, when that fuse completely is, blown out, there's no feelings anymore. You're just kind of dead inside. And she kind of looks like she's dead inside.
We have
More or less.
69,991. Let's try to get us. We are nine away right now, nine away from 70,000 subscribers, which is a big number for me. So
That's a big number.
let's
If
see if
you're
we can
not
get that.
subscribed, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you
Exactly.
subscribed
What do I
here?
got to do to get you to subscribe and stuff
Ah.
like that? Do I got to do a strip tease? Tell me, I'll do it.
Tony, like, probably they're waiting for your other streams.
All right, listen. We have a couple of interesting things here. Two
Mhm.
people said it. C10 says Fatima pregnato, just like Dina from The
Mm.
Last of Us. Dina from The Last of Us was like that, and someone else said it too. I think it was C. Was it C10? I want to give credit. Yep, right here. C10 said, is Fatima pregnant? Now, if she was
Mm.
pregnant, we just talked about this a little bit ago that nobody has gotten pregnant in
Mhm.
this place. And Truth Davis is saying Fatima looks and acts differently. Um, if you're pregnant, could it affect your emotions the way it's affected her
Oh,
emotions like that?
very much so, very much so. But also for women, we're those who of those of us who know of how, for women we have different emotions. We may be it's science, it's hormonal. For some women, they may be weepy, they may be depressed, depending on what's going on with them at that month. So it's not something bad, it's just natural. It happens. um but I don't think that that this experiment would allow for pregnancy, because I still think that the time that they're seeing it passes differently. And definitely, if somebody would become pregnant, it would be apparent that this baby was delivered, it's fine, even though it came in, like,
Please.
within 3 months of conception, right? It would be a giveaway that,
I mean, it would be a giveaway,
yeah,
pregonate, right? If she was pregonated,
right?
as she said, but it would make sense
Yeah.
if she was. We've never seen the
Mm,
baby. Anything,
yeah.
and let me tell you something about the showrunners. The showrunners, they hear questions. They have listen. We had Julie, the actress who plays Julie, on this
Mhm.
channel on Sunday, right? And she specifically said to y'all, to every one of you, if you all came, you heard her say it. Everyone on the set knows about Teflon TV. They all know about the Don Tony Teflon. She said it to you. She told you that out of her mouth. And I told y'all this that they all watch. They all watching. I told you that
How
before.
could they not?
I
You're
told
the
you that.
best host I know.
Well, thank you very much. But they said it. So them saying stuff, don't think that they don't listen and see questions and
Mm,
try to answer questions that people have. And I'm
yeah.
sure Dave have seen questions that people say, ain't nobody in this whole town been pregnant ever. Right? Maybe that's the case. So maybe, and I
Mm,
give y'all the credit for this. Y'all who made this theory up, because I didn't think about that at all for her being pregnant. But maybe that could be a case
mm,
that she is pregnant and that's why she's acting all feisty and shit and all crazy in
mm,
there. Because she never snapped like that all this time. But what if she was pregnant and she felt like she had to protect the baby? Maybe that would give her those things like
mm.
that, those feelings. We'll see if y'all are right in there. Now, Luna saying Fatima is not pregnant. We'll see if who is right. This is y'all theory on it. I like the theory. You know what I mean? And we'll see if it actually is true or not.
If she is, I'm curious to see how it's gonna turn out if she carries the pregnancy, to if the baby's born and everything is fine, and if it's born at the right time, like they think, it came in at 9 months, then
Hmm.
that disproves the whole time thing. If it comes in before that and it's fine, and I'm assuming fine as in the medical staff that they have now will assess, yeah, the baby's full term, you delivered it within 4 months, wow. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She comes out there all of a sudden in one episode, she's like, I'm pregnant. And the next episode, she's got some guy with a mustache next to her. Like, Ellis, he's your boy. He older than you. You know,
Right. Oh my goodness.
she's like, "No, I said you were pregnant next day. She'd be like, Dashu.
But then at the same at the same time, if they wanted to do like pregnancy studies, they can, if there's something in the food, they can impregnate people when they're sleeping or something. Like everybody can get pregnant. um,
Hmm.
and
But
see
it could
how.
be if
Yeah.
but if it was an experiment, then maybe that would help. Like we
Mm,
need a pregnant, we need to see how this affects
true.
newborn babies. So we need someone to be
Yeah.
pregnant to see with that baby, to run tests on that baby and see what
Yeah.
reacts to that baby after we put in stuff. And also Fatima, going back to the mole, she is the person who came in there with the weed. She came in there with weed seeds when she came in, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
they specifically said we thanks to Fatima for the
Mhm.
weed. So when she was traveling with like a pound on her, right?
Right.
She got brought up in there with a pound, and she started playing. And her first shit, and Fatima's first shit is, "Damn, we stuck. Let me go plant some weed in this motherfucker."
After she saw what's happening, I mean, if I had it on me, I'm like, let me get like a piece of land here. Where's your garden? Where's your greenhouse?
Because where that come from? Because she's over here, she's stacked, she gets trapped in this motherfucker. She can't leave and shit. She's like, Dad, I got some seeds on me. Let me plant these
How
motherfuckers over
lucky
here.
that she had them, right? How lucky that they
Yeah.
caught her. Or if she's not a mole, like, because just because you have it on you doesn't mean you have something that you can plant. It doesn't just grow from dust, right? When you grind
No,
it or
no,
something,
she had them seeds.
right?
She was rolling with a pound up in there.
Right.
Get up in there with a pound with some good seeds in
Best
there.
friend.
And
Maybe
you
that's
had
part of the experiment they needed.
and listen, a lot of you weed smokers out there, this because you smoke don't mean you know how to motherfucking plant that shit and grow that shit.
Oh,
She had the
yeah,
skill to grow it. She is smoking and growing. You know what I
and
mean? So
growing.
that
They got
I
a
see,
right person there.
keep seeing the comments of Jim being the mole. We're gonna address
Mhm.
Jim in a second. So listen, if Jade is Jade smoking Fatima shit? If he is, he's getting hallucinations. Is that what it is? Is it the hallucinations
Mm.
coming from the weed that Fatima's planted and everything else? Is that the way it going and everything else? Is she
Mm.
getting, was he getting hallucinations before he started smoking this shit? Did he have his own shit? We know Jay was on ecstasy when he
He
first arrived.
has, yeah. Didn't he see something right before even interacting with them in that cellar?
Hmm.
He got there and
But he
he
was on
freaked out.
ecstasy at that time.
Still, kind of.
He
I
was
don't know how
coming off
long
it.
it stays.
He was
Yeah.
coming off of the ecstasy. So it could have been something in the ecstasy that
Mm,
fucked him up. And
yeah.
definitely was ecstasy, because I know motherfuckers on ecstasy. When everybody looks beautiful and you want to touch everybody's skin, and then they blow on you and just woo, 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 air. Oh my God. Gay was smart. He was ecstasy out. Yeah, he was all done and everything else. But the interesting thing about it is that Toby, people may not have caught this, but Toby
Yeah.
threw up just like Elgin threw up. Like when Toby pulled
Yeah.
over, he got out the car and he threw up. And people may have
Yeah.
mistaken that, thinking he threw up because he was on drugs,
Hmm.
but it may not have been drugs. He may have
Yeah.
seen something just like Elgin seen something, and that made him throw up.
Tony, what was that thing? I remember looking it up last week. What is that pond called? What was the name of that pond?
It is called the throw
Start
up
with the
pond.
B.
Yeah, the birds is
Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
something to be, but the what is it, man? The bungalows. What is it? The goddamn pond the
And when I looked it up, I don't know if I got the right word. It said something about throwing up, right?
The Brundles. Thank you so much, Dr.
Yeah,
Dad.
brindles.
The
Yeah.
Brundles.
So I wonder why did it get a name like that, that pond? But at the same time, he mentioned that word, and that's what he did on the bus. So that's
Hmm.
quite interesting.
And Brundles is it's a slang for people
Mm-hmm.
throwing up, because there's a character called Brundle who
Mm-hmm.
threw up all the time, and now you have this Brundle. You think that Brundles is the and Mike Mika? I keep saying, why did I say Michael? I just have this renaming. You know, I have friends named Mika too, and that's just so crazy about it. But when we look at it with the Brundles, is that the Lake of Tears? Is that actually when Ethan says he
I
sees the
mean,
Lake of Tears? Is
that
that
is
the Lake of Tears?
interesting. I mean,
Is
people who throw up, and I don't remember last time I did. I mean, probably when I was pregnant with one of my kids, which is like such a long time ago. But yeah, some people I can see, like, you have a tear here when you're like really sick, when you may throw up, not crying because crying, but that's the body's reaction. And it
mhm,
looked like for Elgin, that was his body reacting to something the way it did. It's not like and he didn't look sick, and he was sleeping quite peacefully, so something made him react like that.
mhm.
Lake of Tears, interesting. Hmm.
It could be the Lake of Tears that we see. Why would it be considered the Lake of Tears?
Hmm.
Well, if you say it, we hear about the Lake of Tears
Hmm.
in Ethan's book with the Chromonacle. Another thing about that Chromonacle story, and I want people to understand about it, that I think maybe people don't have it, is that the Chromonacle itself is a woman.
Right, yeah.
It's not a man. All right. So I know people keep looking at the Chromonacle
Mhm,
like it's a man. In the book, it's a woman. Always hear him say her or she when
mhm.
he refers to the Chromonacle. So the Chromonacle will be a woman. The Chromonacle is either Sarah or his mother. It's one of them. I don't think it's anybody else. Either
Hmm.
Sarah or his mother. is the crime monocle, which would be justification for Sarah that everyone hates her, everyone thinks she's the bad guy, but in the end, she's really the hero of the book. And she's done everything that the hero is supposed to do, right? So it could be a situation like that. Let's go to Tamika's question here, because she's at Eye Patch is the mole. So I think Eye Patch must be the girl who got the
Really?
glass in her eye.
Yeah.
Do you think that she's the mole?
Mm, I mean, the way she is here now, I don't know if they're introducing her, trying to for her to for us to build some kind of emotion towards her. So if she dies, we will feel something stronger for her. Or if they're trying to introduce her to exactly to show that she's a mole. But I think for the mole to have such a huge impact, it has to be main character. And at
Yeah.
this point, she is a little bit late to make her feel like she's one of the main characters. Uh, for example, Elgin, he is new, but I'm already the way they did his story. I'm more attached to him than anybody else, even the person who died under the house, or even the guy with the that's rebelling in the house, like with he won't follow the rules. I'm more attached to Elgin. Not saying that
Mhm.
he's a mole, but they did that with him being here just those couple episodes. But I forgot her name, the lady with the eye patch. Now I have
Yeah,
seen her
she's
many times, but
no.
yeah,
All she did was get her bike
yeah,
stolen from Jade, and now she got some glass in her eye. She's not a main enough character to be the
yeah,
mole. Has to be someone more important. So that's why I wouldn't say that. She is saying, who's Toby? Toby is the guy who rolled in with Jade. It was the
yeah.
guy who came in with Jade that Sarah killed. And as soon as he stopped the car, he got out and threw up. So we don't know. We assume that he threw up because they were on drugs, but it
Mhm,
may not have been the drugs. It could have been he's seen something crazy, like Elgin seen something, like
mhm.
mostly probably dead bodies and everything else floating in the water, because they're gonna make your streams early. It's 2 a.m. I have to work. Where are you from?
2 a.m.
Yeah, where
Wow.
you from? Someone body that I can make the stream. I'll do an earlier stream, maybe Saturday stream. We'll do like 12 p.m. Eastern time or something like that. But where you from? That's 2 a.m. over there for you. We Germany? It would be Germany or something like that, I would think maybe. Or something like
That's
that.
like 10 hours. Yeah, somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, you were like, oh, she's
UK.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, in the UK, in the UK. All right, yeah, we'll do.
Makes
Maybe we could do
sense.
something. Maybe we could do something on the weekend on like a Saturday. We could do an earlier stream or something like that. We could get something popping for you like that. So we could do like a 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon stream for our people out there in the UK on the other side of the pond and shit, and help them out and stuff like that and all that good stuff. So yeah, we could definitely work something out for you, because we doing Saturday streams too. We're trying to do 3 streams a week, maybe more. Truth Davis says, I believe Randall had those weapons for a reason, like planning something. I mean, it's odd that he was
Hmm.
able to get on the bus with a rifle, but I don't think him or Duck Dynasty are. It would be too obvious for it to be Randall.
Yeah, I
Me
don't know what the
personally,
rules are. I don't know if different states, I mean, people,
yeah.
they can have even to the airports, don't can't you like have your weapon? You just have to check in your weapons. Just there's a protocol for that. So I don't know why
Airports is very
buses. Yeah.
Airports is crazy right now.
Oh,
So
is I don't know. I know. I
yeah,
remember in the
the whole,
past, it's been
it's hard to
different.
get in the airport with a weapon. That's
Mm,
crazy. But buses is different.
yeah.
Buses would be. I would have to see the state that he came from, and actually the law and everything else like that to know exactly if he was allowed to travel with buses. Because I think you can, because you can go hunting, and I think you could bring.
Right.
He's not bringing a handgun,
Right.
but you
It's
have to have a
actually,
permit
yeah.
for. He's got a rifle. You know what I
And I
mean? Which you
forgot what
don't need a permit.
state they were traveling from. I forgot. But yeah, they're
Yeah,
up north somewhere. I think. Right? Weren't they up
They
north?
came from Michigan, right? Detroit,
Right.
Michigan.
Yeah.
All that, all that. So, yeah,
Hmm.
so I just don't see anything. What I Yeah, I saw what was in Randall's bag, and I'm pissed. I hate spoilers. I seen a picture too of Randall that could have been a spoiler. I don't know if it was released by the From people or whatever, but I seen the picture and stuff, and I don't know what it means or anything. Or there has to be something significant that he has in his hand, but I don't know. I won't bring it up because I don't know if it was actually released by them or at all
Mhm.
somebody else and everything else. But going back, so we have our suspects for who we think is who we think is a
Yeah, the
mole and
mole.
everything
Yeah.
else. We have so I think we have enough suspects here. Then we covered everybody. Jade, I don't think Jade is the mole. I wouldn't think it was. I mean, could it be Jade? Let's go through Jade. What do you think about Jade?
No. I mean, he sold the company. He seemed, I don't know, unless he did this thing where he wanted to get some field experiment, like field studies for his new game or technology. Like, okay, let's see how these people are interacting with my technology. Let me get in there, move things around a little bit. But again, he was truly freaked out by what he saw in the cellar. So I don't, and then he mentioned it. Let's say if he was there and like, whoa, this is a cool thing that I invented and I'm seeing it firsthand, this is how it looks like. I don't think I'll be going around saying to people what I saw.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
that reason, I think that he's brought there because not because he's the mole, but because he's. I'm just trying to update the. All right, we're at 69,993.
For seven away.
Seven
Is it
away
seven?
from 70,000. Can we get to that seven? Can people here
Now,
subscribe
who
to that?
can be the lucky seven who get us over the?
Who
I'm
could that
saying
be?
us. It's Tony, but in this
It is
stream.
us. What are you talking about?
Eh,
It is us. This is a group effort here and everything. This is definitely good. And we got sent another super chat from Beverly. V Beverly. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate that. No question attached to it, but we appreciate that super chat and everything else. We need seven more subs. Seven more subs to get back in
If
here
you're
and
not a
everything
sub,
else.
raise your hand and then tell me that you actually became a sub.
And people are like, oh, so people are like, oh, I forgot that Toby was threw up. Yeah, listen, that's why
Yeah.
you're here.
Mhm.
That's why you're here because it's all of us together. We can hash this thing out
Yeah.
and get to the bottom of this whole situation. Like I didn't think about Fatima being pregnant until y'all said something about it. Now you
And this
got
is
me.
such a great community where, we're not just watching. I mean, I love just watching, but I have so much fun when people actually coming up with those theories. And uh, I decided to be just a watcher, like to enjoy it. This is my stress relief. But when I hear of theories, it's like, ooh, I didn't think about that. This makes so much more sense. So I
All right,
love it. I love it all.
who were the two people that came up with that theory of Fatima? It was two people who said it. You know, if you said it, because I know the first one said I can go back and check, but if you said it, just put it was you and there, because we'll see. Let's go like this. If y'all two are right, and that she's actually pregnant, then the Don Tony Teflon is going to give you. Should I give him Elmar Thug Mug?
Uh, yeah. I mean that's the most iconic thing. I mean that's an honor to get it.
Yeah, I'll send you a Thug Mug a piece if you're in the United States.
And if you don't know, what that is, I mean, this is the Tony.
Yeah, I don't
We
have
love
it
that.
right
We've
now
seen
for you.
it. Oh, you don't have, that's okay. But this is like the thing that you always have. It's memories. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you. I'll send you a Thug Mug and everything. I'll take a look back and see. She said she was pregnant, but I was joking actually. Oh, you was? I thought you
Well,
were joking.
sometimes, that as a joke, it came from somewhere. I mean, you saw it and like subconsciously you might have thought. I mean, why would you say it if that must have been a thought,
There's something there. That never crossed
right?
my mind whatsoever of her being pregnant out of all the people there. Oh, we are at 69,997 right now. 97. We are almost there. We have almost reached almost 70,000. For some reason, it's not popping. Usually, it pops up on the screen.
Mhm.
It says that someone subscribed. But for some reason, this melon, I think they're updating their software because all
Oh.
the all the fonts and everything are all different now than what it used to be. So I think that
Mm-hmm.
doing some stuff and messing things up and everything up. Looney says he's waiting for waiting for 69.99. You keep waiting. You may miss the bus. It may someone else miss. I mean, why wait? Why wait? What's going on? Why you wait?
It's just a click away. It's not
Yeah.
hard.
Hit that thumbs up for your boy and your girl right here. Number one
Yeah.
show for the fans, by the fans. Number one on all of YouTube and everything else. Thank you for everyone for rocking with us. You know what I mean? I truly appreciate everything else and all that. And all that good stuff. Well, people let me know. I keep updating. Yeah, oh, 96998 it is right now.
998.
Yep,
Who's
it's
holding?
999 right now. 69,999 right now. We are almost there. We are almost there. And you can see
Who's
it right
waiting?
there.
Who wants to be the lucky
You
one?
can see it right there, right there.
Take
You
a
see it.
screenshot. It looks
Yeah,
really cool. I like those 9s.
you can see it right there.
I would love
And there it is.
7.
We have done it. We have done it.
Yay!
We have done it. We have
Mm-hmm.
we have passed it. We have made it up there. We have made it 70,000 subscribers on
Beautiful.
Teflon TV.
Beautiful.
Right. Thanks to you. Thank you so much. So much. For that, we are gonna take a shot.
Yep.
A shot. We'll go with this one over here.
And
Hennessy
Dixie says
Pure
they
White.
were the 70.
A pure white Hennessy. Pure last of the bottle of the pure white Hennessy.
Ooh.
Not even a lot left. I'm saving it. I'm saving it. Miss Captain, thank you for subscribing. Thank you all for subscribing.
Congratulations, Tony.
Well, thank you so much, Elmar. I mean, I would not have been able to do this without you. Without your support, without Phil's support and everyone else, and again, without the support of all of y'all out here who actually watch the channel and everything else like that.
And to many, many more, Tony. To many more.
Going for 100. So let's
Cheers.
just
Yeah.
let's take it from here. Cheers. Salud.
Doing a little bit, what's it called? ASMR. I can't help myself with the eyes
Time for
here.
a giveaway. Just saying.
Nice.
Mm.
Really nice.
Thank you so much.
I'm here for the moment. I'm so excited. Actually, I got here and you got to 70. I get to see
When
it
you were here.
live.
That's right. When it happened with you.
Yay. Extra special. I'm so glad.
You don't know how much that means. I'm so happy right now. 70. Geez. Oh my God. We really did it. We really got to 70. That's didn't think that would ever happen and everything else. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have a bunch of new members coming on too.
Wonderful.
So we got subscribers, we got members. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. 100%. Luna's just going buck wild back there. She's happy.
No, actually, that's my dog over there. He's been very nice. And my cats are, I don't know where they are. They're quiet. I'm not complaining. They're quiet now.
Yes, and it is a birthday gift for Phil too. No doubt about it. And all these members,
we share for a birthday gift. Phil and I share approximate date of birth, so it's a lot of fun. So that's
when
great.
is your birthday?
Just the other day, a couple days ago.
Your birthday just passed?
It did. Oh. It's been a crazy time. I did not even realize until people told me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's here. Don't tell me that it's here because it's another year and I don't. It flies by.
Well, happy birthday. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you want.
Oh, thank you.
And,
thank you.
Happy birthday to you. This is what it is. And top, let's see if we can highlight Top Bean. Put the LMR emoji up in there for her birthday in the chat. If you're a member, put the LMR emoji up. We're going to, now we have enough to make new emojis, so we're going to put new emojis in there. The Don Tony Teflon, super big fan, all the way from the UK. I watch all your lives, loves your hard work, and love the show. Much love. It's currently 1:50 a.m. I mean, if you're up at 1:50 a.m., rocking with us right now, 100%. Thank you so much for rock with me and support and all the kind words. And I promise you that the Saturday streams will now be held for my people in the UK. We'll do them at like 1 in the afternoon from now on. For them,
That
we're
would
gonna
be
do
great for
Saturday.
those who want to catch you and still make it to work in the morning.
We're gonna do that and
Mhm.
everything else and all that good stuff. So we definitely we on our
Awesome.
way. We on our way. We doing big things here. You gotta keep those subscribers and everything else. Because the bottom line in reality on YouTube and everything else is that they're gonna be as soon as this show starts popping, and I'm sure you can see it now. There'll be other once people start thinking they can make money. There'll be other channels that's
Mhm.
jumping in the game just to jump in the game. But you rock with people like me, like Perp Minded, people who've been there from the day one, the Nocturnal Critic, people like that, the From Land, all those people who've been here from the day one who actually did it not for the money, but did it because we love the show. Those
Yeah,
are
for the love of it.
and there'll be a lot of
Yeah.
people out here who just think, oh, there's money that can be made. Let me jump on there and try to jump on the chain.
And
And
nothing wrong with stuff like that, but when it comes from the heart and passion, like it comes from you and Phil and those others that you mentioned, that has a bit of a different meaning, and not meaning, but just a different feel to it. We
it does.
love it.
Well, what happens with the YouTube algorithm? We'll go back to the show. I don't want to talk about YouTube too much, but when you deal with the YouTube algorithm, they look at subscriber count, and if you got higher subscriber count, they will push your video to the top of the list because of your subscriber count, not because you like the show or anything. Because you have more subscribers, they'll give you more airplay, basically. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Floody wants to know, how do you get a gifted membership? Uh I don't know. Someone buys them and gives them.
Yeah, I don't know how
Somebody
that
buys them.
distribution works, but I think a couple people already gifted it. Maybe they can let others know in the chat how it is. Well, what you can do is you can give like whoever asked it, you can try to buy a couple and give them. So you'll see how how that works.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Lucy Bunny says, Tony, what do you think about the possibility of the monsters being bioweapons? What do you think about that, Lamar? Bioweapons. These are just weapons.
Uh, bioweapons, I would think that they have interaction with the actual body and well, I guess when they make contact, they make contact to kill. Bioweapon, I'm thinking of even if they touch a surface and then that surface is touched by somebody else, that's a bioweapon, I think. So I don't think that they're bioweapons. They're more like psychological weapons, messing with people's minds, which the part whatever happens in the brain, that's biology, and it's a weapon. It changes your chemicals in the brain, so it's a different kind of, I think, weapon,
Yeah, so I
psychological.
would think of it like this: if it was a bioweapon, and I talked about this a little bit earlier, that maybe they're using this alien DNA, these alien things, these extraterrestrial leeches that are inside the skin,
Mm,
as some type of super soldier serum.
mm,
Like they're trying to create super soldier assassins. Let's think about it.
mm.
These monsters have the ability to blend in, look like regular people, right? So if they could
Yeah,
have these monsters go to different countries or whatever, blend in, look like regular people, and then rip people's heads off and then
yeah.
go away, then I would think that it could be a situation like that. If you're thinking about
Mm,
a bioweapon like that, then I would agree that it's quite possible that this is what it could be. You know what I mean? That's
mm.
just the way it goes. So if it's like that and that's the way you're thinking about it, then yes, I definitely agree it could be. And everything else. You know what I mean? And Top Bean saying, Tony Teflon, huge fan from the UK. It's currently 2 a.m. I said, one love, you know what I mean, to everybody else like that. All right, since people are talking about this Randall situation, let me see if I can put it up real quick for you. Since everyone wants to see the picture, I have the picture. Did I send it to myself? I know I saved it on my phone.
And I'll be right back.
All right, yeah, I don't think it's a spoiler because I think it because how would they have this picture? I can't see it being a spoiler. Let me send it to myself and then I'll open it up real quick for you, real quick. But I can't see it being a spoil like that. I think it may have been released by the by from people and just not realize what it means when it was released. Or that people are so well, here it is. Let's send it to myself and everything else. Now I have it here. All right, let me see if I can get this pull this picture up for you real quick so people can see it. And because I'm here for you, man. I got you, and y'all got me, man. Uh, we talked about Diane, Diane. Let's bring up Diane. Let's bring her up right here, real quick. Diane Lavada Blackwood says, "Hey Tony, I think if there's a mole, it would be someone you at least expect. I go with Kenny. Now we talked about this, Diane. You must be a little late to the party, girl. And Kenny's mom is definitely high on the list. And we said that most likely it's gonna be, and I said it's gonna be someone that you don't expect, someone you least expect. So yes, I agree that Kenny's mom, she's got control of the food. She can be drugging everybody up in this motherfucker. Right? She can put drugs up in that tea. That guy that she pushing that tea on people for a reason. So yes, I think that Kenny's mom. We're gonna put a poll in there. She's definitely on the list. We're gonna put a poll in a second, and then we're going to say exactly what it. But thank you, Diane Lavada Blackwood. I mean, Blackwood is just a beautiful last name. Blackwood, great last name. I mean, yeah, this is a great Game of Thrones name. Everything else for putting a comment here, watching us, Diane. Really appreciate you being here, girl, and everything. All right, let's see if we can share this screen real quick. Yeah. Oh, see, it's showing me stuff like that I've already seen a million times before. There it is. All right, you pull that there, and then I have to come back here and then just share it on the screen. There it is, the picture right here.
Okay.
So, all right, Elmar, does this picture look a little crazy to you? And if it does, why so? What are we looking at here?
What is he holding in his hand? What is that?
Let's bring it up a little. Can we? I don't know if I try to
Trying to like look in there.
maximize it, it pushes me down, so I can't make it
Is that
any
a
bigger.
shirt?
Huh? In his
Like,
hand?
yeah, like a rag of some kind, or is it?
No, it is not. I can clearly see it. It's plain as day. And this picture right here,
Yeah,
that is a drone in his hand.
a drone.
Uh,
Okay, it's a red.
Let me see if
Looks
I
like.
could. It's a red drone in his hand,
Huh.
without a shadow of a doubt.
So
That's the
when is
thing.
this picture from? I mean, when? Like, did it say? Is it in a
I mean,
just out there somewhere?
someone said that's a nice little shirt vest combo. I don't know about that, Carl. I have a green vest just like that, better one than that actually, but I wouldn't wear it with that shirt.
A bit of a clash. It's like sky and
Yeah, I
trees.
wouldn't wear that green with that type of blue.
Mm,
That doesn't work for me. And with the fur on the shirt, no, I wouldn't wear that and everything. But it does look like when I look at his
hunting.
cheekbones here, it looks like he has some type
Hmm.
of bruising on his cheeks. I don't know if it's just his
Maybe
cheek
it's just a
line.
shadow like that.
It could
He's
be the
more
shadows, but it does look like there could be some bruising. But I think that, and Jim is
or
still fucked
dirt.
up. No,
Like
yeah, Jim
some of
fucked up. He's got the cut here and the
yeah.
cut on the top of his head and the cut down here
Yeah.
on his cheekbone, but there's a car door that's open in this picture. We don't know what car that is.
Yeah.
Jim's apparently looking down, but it's a drone. It's definitely a drone there.
Okay. I just tried to like looking in and I blew up my screen a little bit and yeah, it does look more like check like it's not I always thought that drones are either gray, black or white. I have never seen a red one.
It's a red drone. It's
Cool.
definitely a drone without a shadow of a doubt. So it comes down to exactly now what is going on with this and how can I hold it down. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So I wonder where this actual picture is from as in the scene. just looking at it the way, first of all, they're working together. It looks like they might have been doing something together. Um, they're either talking, or I don't know why they would put them so close to one another. Um, uh, the idea that there's a car door open, is it somebody new joining? It does not look like it's a bus. It doesn't look like it's just a regular tiny car. It might be a truck. I'm trying to think of who actually would have a truck like that, or if it's somebody new. I mean, just because we had a bus come through with all these people, it doesn't mean that they wouldn't get anybody else over there. That would be a that would be interesting if, on top of the people on the bus, we would have a random car just show up. And what if somebody actually in that car would have a drone so they can actually use it? Like, okay, what is it that you have? Or maybe even if somebody on the bus had a drone, why not implement? That would be great to kind of see, the surveillance of what's going on.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So that's what you think a surveillance situation, right?
Yeah, just to see what, kind of like the bird's eye view, like just go up there to see how far it stretches. If the drone, because they're on the road and they get lost on the road, but will the drone get lost? Will it just go on forever? Will it go that way and come from over there back to them?
That would be that would be the. I'm sorry, I'm
Huh.
trying to move this over here real quick. I cannot access the private chat.
Oh.
Yeah, you get to just text me. Just text me.
No, I think just a second ago when I wanted to get a refill, I texted you that I'll be right back. So if you're
Oh,
seeing
okay.
one message, that was me just saying, I'll be right
I do,
back.
and I'm
Got a
trying to
refill on
do it.
this.
It will not allow me. It says StreamYard.
Hmm.
It's not StreamYard. It's Melon. It's matching up.
Yep.
All right. So yeah. So I would say that surveillance. That's what drones. That's what I think about drones. Surveillance.
Yeah.
People flying over, taking pictures of people. How high can that drone fly? Actually, how high do drones
All
fly?
right.
What can it see? Can it fly over to the lighthouse? If boy gave it where it's go, will it be able to
Right.
make it that far? But the way they control the weather makes me think that, you know,
Yeah.
how is this going to work? They can just have a storm come and bring that drone down so fast.
Hmm.
So I just don't know how else it would work. You know what I mean? If that's if that's what we're gonna say, hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna fly it out here and see it. We see them make storms come up out of nowhere.
Hmm.
They can make a storm come up and drown that drone.
That would
It
be.
may not be that big of a factor.
I wonder how it is. Like that would be a safe way of doing surveillance at night. They wouldn't have to go out there and run. Well, technically, when you think about it, the monsters, they don't run. So if somebody was really brave and really like a scientist, not a scientist that observes this, but scientists from the people who are stuck there, they'd be like, you know what? They don't run. I'm just gonna, go out there and see where they're coming from. Just gonna run them, run away from them. But the safer way would be to have a drone at night to kind of like follow. Where do they come from? Where do they go? If they change, what's the whole thing about? So that would be a perfect way of kind of getting the experiment with the safety of,
I agree.
distance.
I'm trying to do a visual
Uh-huh.
thing for you real quick, but I have to empty this box real quick. So I
Uh-huh.
can show you exactly how we can handle this. Oh,
Uh-huh.
we get so many things.
Tony getting visuals for us. I'm waiting
Trying to
to
do
see
a
what it's
visual situation here for you and everything else. But you would have to take this box. Let's
uh-huh.
let's
Yep.
hide this on the stream. Right. So if you had a box, right? Could you take a box like this and stuff in it still money and put it on your head? And if you had a box that fit your whole body
Uh-huh.
and you had a talisman in it,
Talisman.
could you just put this box over your body and hang a talisman in it? And then when you see them, flop it to the floor
Yeah.
and then pick it up and walk around. And then when you see them again, just plop down to the floor. Would that work? Could you do that?
Technically, you could like what consists and apologies in advance for my dog is getting kind of loud over there, but this could definitely work. You would, but would you need like something for the eyes to see?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
you could
You
actually be
put a
in the
little eye
box.
hole. You put a little eye hole in
Yeah,
there.
you could get the like the like a little baggie that's like a clear thing to
Uh-huh.
cover so there's no holes in there, actual holes.
Like some plastic, a little
Right,
plastic,
right, so you can see through
and
that
then walk
and walk
around. And when you
around.
see him, just say "fuck you," whoop, and pop down,
Oh
and then
my
laugh
god.
at him, and then get back up and walk around. I mean,
Like a
they're not
hermit crab
running.
Coco says, a mobile home. See, so if you had one of those big balloons that you like the bubble thing that you roll around on the lake, for example, you're enclosed, you have your talisman, just make sure it kind of hangs in there, doesn't drop. That
I
would
mean,
be
listen,
hilarious.
they're
Mhm.
not running after you anyway. So
Right? They're just walking.
why couldn't you just do that in the box and just pop down and scream at some of
Tony, we could survive that, right? We could not only survive it, hopefully we could do experiment on them.
them?
Go out there in the field with bunch of like the Amazon boxes or something.
They would not be able
Oh
to
gosh.
get us at all right now. I'll be in there. My Mika wants to know: can you put a drone through a faraway tree? It's no way for me to know if there's any way for you to put in a mechanical object through a far. Unless people have stuff on them, it's already
Um,
been in there. Maybe so, but that would just be
well,
over.
like the rock, right? He threw Victor through a rock, so it went
Yes,
somewhere.
you're correct. You're right. I forgot
But I
about that.
wouldn't risk my drone being stuck in a like a boulder or somewhere. Like I would wanna, yeah. I don't think I would want to put that drone in the tree because I don't know where it's gonna come out,
But you
if
can.
at all.
The fact is that we definitely can put it in there because
Just where it's gonna come out.
I'm not trying to say anything crazy, people. So don't judge me or anything, but you definitely can put that drone in the tree because we did see the rock. Let's
Mhm.
go to this
Yeah.
picture. Since we're doing pictures
Mhm.
and everything, there's another picture that was released. Let's show this one. Or a boy.
Hmm.
All right, and
That's
we
a new
see
shirt.
he's got blood all over his shirt, and he's got a knife in his hand. And his
Mm.
left fist is a fist. His left hand's a
Yeah.
fist. His eyes are wide the fuck open.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's squinted here.
He's in shock. Like, not in shock, but he's shocked.
Like, or he's ready to come at your ass. Like something's
Mhm.
about to run up on him, and he's got his fist balled and a knife, small little knife. I mean that's not no fucking Paul Hogan. That ain't no fucking
Yep.
Australian. I could ask Carl away, but that ain't no damn Australian knife there.
It's for opening them Amazon boxes. Yeah.
That ain't no fucking Australian knife
Yep.
right there. That's a tiny little motherfucker right there.
Mhm.
But he seems shocked, right? I mean, the
Mhm.
eyes expression to me would say,
Surprised.
he's surprised about
Yeah.
something in his fist, but he's got blood on him. What blood is that his? It can't be his blood from the way that he's standing, because he seems to be
Uh, yeah.
erect and strong right there. So it's not his blood. So there's something else
Mhm.
with blood on him and everything else.
And he looks more
Someone,
like he's on a defense. Like he's not like
yeah,
charging. He's more like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Assessing.
exactly. Uh, uh, Evelyn Martinez says, "Is he outside somewhere?" It seems like he's outside because his light's behind him. So it seems like the light is shining
Hmm.
behind him. So it does seem like he's
Yeah.
back.
It's like in nighttime there's some shadow thing going on, so there may be lights. It looks like a building, like back of the building, and maybe there is some light inside the building. And there's shadows, like his shadow maybe either very bright moonlight or some kind of light.
Someone says it's a
Doesn't
bloody handprint on his shirt. That this, I guess, can you see
huh,
me
yeah.
with the
On
cursor
yeah, like right there, like
on the shoulder?
but also on his stomach, like you can
On
see
his,
there like
oh, yeah,
fingers.
Yes, right here in the stomach. You're correct. His
Yeah.
stomach is definitely. Can I make? She's stupid.
Yeah.
I have to save the picture
They're
into my
five,
thing.
five,
You
one,
could
two, three,
definitely
four, and
see
fifth one, like
one,
a
two,
thumb
three, four. The thumb
and a
is
thumb.
here. Thumb is here. That is definitely a bloody handprint on his stomach.
Yeah.
So someone reached up with a bloody hand and grabbed his stomach, or someone was already bleeding.
Yeah, so it looks like more on the shoulder, so maybe they grabbed him here, maybe they collapsed or something, and then whatever was remaining of the blood kind of wiped off on his stomach. I'm just guessing right now.
Yeah,
It
but
started here, looks like more blood is over here,
all
and
right,
then
next.
less on the stomach.
All right, I'm starting to figure this out right now. I'm
Okay.
starting to figure this out. I think I'm. Somebody sent me a picture that they paused on Facebook. Let me see if I could bring up something else. And I think now it's all making sense. It's all making sense now.
Mm,
Someone just
okay.
sent me a picture on Facebook.
We're detectives here. Well, I'm
Yeah.
just you're a detective. I'm just I don't know.
What are you talking about? You're
An
a detective.
assistant detective.
You are. you,
Is there an assistant detective? If there is not, then I am, I guess.
you. If I am Sherlock Holmes and you're my Watson, right? I can't exist without you. Uh, Let me see. So if I can find this message, it sent it to Teflon TV. So just sent this to me too,
Mhm.
and this is in the trailer. So it's not like it's a spoiler. All right, it's in the trailer. So I'm just trying to see if I can pull it up. Uh, and everything else. But what with this right here and the bloody palm print, I think I know what we're seeing right here. Um, and her right here. Uh,
And
right here. All
Dr.
right, I'm
Deb
gonna.
said that it looks like a child's handprint, and I'm looking at Boyd's hands, and it may be child's or a woman's handprint. Not everybody, not all women have smaller hands, but there
Mm-hmm.
may be somebody who has smaller hands. But it
I'm
does not
gonna.
look huge. Let's just say this way. It doesn't look
I
like
got it.
it's a huge
No, I got it.
handprint.
I've got it. I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay.
First thing I'm gonna do, I have to hide this on screen, and I'm gonna come back here because I just sent it to myself. Someone just sent this to me. I'll give her
Mhm.
credit real quick. Of this picture, it's hard to see this picture. It's very hard uh, to see, but she did send it to me, and I'll give her credit real quick. She said she sent it to other YouTubers too, and I wasn't going to use it because she did send it to other YouTubers, and I don't know what it was. But all right, this is the picture. Right? Can you actually see it, or is it too hard to see?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it is blurry, yes. But what the heck is this? So a window.
So when she
Hmm.
sent this to me, when she sent this to me right here, this picture that she sent to me, she said to me, "Is this Ellis?"
Hmm.
And we're not talking
It,
about the person outside. We're talking about this person in the
so that's a
inside.
tank top, right? Not a
Yes.
I'm saying tank top as in like a okay. There's some muscle definition there, so I have not seen like muscular ladies there.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it is Ellis.
mhm.
And if you could see the face
Yeah.
right
The
on
cheekbones,
the
yeah.
cheekbones
Yeah.
and the skin
The
color,
jaw, yes, that yes.
that it definitely to me looks like Ellis. And he wears tank tops. Ellis is the only person I've seen in this show
Yeah. And the
that has a
neck,
tank top
that
on.
looks more like from this angle, unless it's blurred completely, it looks like a man, like man's
Yeah,
neck.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it to you privately. And the person who sent it to me was I want to make sure she gets private. Diana Scott send this to me. All right, and so I'm gonna send it to you,
Mhm.
privately, so that maybe you can see a better shot of it.
Yeah.
If you look at your phone or something, and you could zoom in closer and
Yep.
stuff from it.
All
All
right.
right,
Let's see.
now you have it, and two. Corey.
Yeah,
So
there's no hair, like there's nothing here that I see. Normally, women that wear hair like loose or not in a ponytail, they would have it like to look pretty over there in the show. So they're like everywhere in the front as well. So yeah, it looks like a tank top. There's muscle definition here, bicep, tricep, or a shoulder area. Yeah, I would say from all the people, it looks like a younger person too.
and then we got a person outside. He's inside some type of. It's not a bus. It's
Yeah,
too
what
small
is
to be a bus.
this?
It's not the bus window. There's no way that's a bus.
Like a camper of some kind? What is that? And I don't see the seats like on the bus. On the bus, I don't remember how the windows looked like. Were they like the smaller square or rectangular ones?
It,
These are rectangular
this is a
and they
rectangle. No, it's
lower.
low. A
And
bus
it
is
looks like a like it's a that bus was tall, like it was the height was there was more height to it and the windows seem to be going up more and this is more of like a little like a camper.
yeah. It's definitely a camper. The van. She had a van up there, right? Is there a van? There's a van up there at the. Remember Donna when she had to escape
Yes,
from the colony house?
yeah, I don't remember how
She had a
were
van,
there
and
2
everyone jumped in the
windows?
van.
Yeah, that's right.
And
And
someone's
we did
saying it's a minivan. This looks like a minivan.
I have not seen minivans. It might have been a van because there are 2 looks it looks like 2 windows, 2
Hmm.
rectangular windows. Huh, that is quite interesting. And the way the ceiling is over there, the
Hmm.
windows are lower, but there it looks like there might be room in there to stand up.
Yeah, it's a and listen. So it's not a spoiler here because this is from the season 2 official trailer, but it's a really quick shot. It's a really quick
Hmm.
shot they put in there, but they put it in there. So this is on MGM for putting it in there. So they can't
Mhm.
fuck with us or say anything
We're
that
just making
we just this woman actually
theories based
paused
on
it
what we
and got it.
see. Yeah.
I agree that it's Ellis and he looks like he's in pain and it looks like he's in the
Mm,
van.
yeah.
He looks like he's in the van. And when I put that together with y'all seeing my pictures that I use for my videos that I put up in there. Where is it? Where's the other? Oh no, sorry, sorry. I have to go back here and pop on this one. All right, that is that and everything else. So well, look, where is the other picture? It was the first one, a boy. Didn't I put it in here? Ah, I have to send it to myself again. No problem. Uh,
Miss Moonlight says I scrolled up because Miss Moonlight said, "Why aren't we listening to them?" I'm not sure. Her, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at the picture,
it,
but yeah, it's the bus. But I thought that the bus actually had different windows. I would have to go back and see how the bus actually had the layout of those windows. I thought they were a little bit taller. That's why I wasn't sure. And I don't see those
it
seats.
Miss Moonlight saying that we're not listening to her. I'm sorry, but
I, I scrolled back because I was actually looking at the picture right now. That's why I wasn't looking at the chat at this moment. But I thought that the bus had different windows.
it's not
Yeah.
the bus. It's way
Yeah.
too low. If you look at the
Yeah.
person on the outside, and I don't know, can you see the cursor going through?
I cannot.
All right, so let
You're
me do
when
it
you're
over
moving
here.
the
All right,
cursor. Yeah, there we
you
go.
can
Yeah,
see it
it's
now.
here. Yeah,
Look at this person right here.
yeah.
Think about a
And
buck.
low.
It's very low. If you look
Mhm.
at this person, and this person
Yep.
is eye level right here with
Yep.
this person outside. If it's a bus, you're going to be looking
Mhm.
down
Down.
at the
Yeah.
people. But this person right here is eye
Mhm.
level to the monster that's outside. And I'm saying this is a monster because it looks like Smile Monster. That's what it looks like to me. So
The hair. I'm not sure about the hair though, but yeah, I know what you mean. Just the hair. The smile monster has like the bigger kind of a hairdo thing going on there.
I'm saying looks like Kenny. Kenny ain't got arms like that. Too big to be Kenny.
And we've never seen Kenny like without his. I don't think I've
Well,
seen him without his shirt
listen, let's
like
go
that.
through it. I'm telling you straight up. There's never been a person in the whole show from day one that's wore a wife beater but Alice. He's the
Mm.
only one. You go through every character that they have in this show, and there was not one person in this show that has a wife beater on but Alice. He's only one. The only one
Mm.
that's there. So when I compare, if we're agreeing that this is Ellis, and then let me see if I'm gonna have to do this. We look at this picture and we're saying that this is that bloody handprint
Mm.
beneath, and then we're saying this is Ellis on the bus who looks like he's hurt. Do these two pictures go together?
Mm.
Not at this time. I don't think
Yeah.
he's not going to hold a knife to his son. But do they go together? That Ellis is bleeding. I guess he's bleeding because he looks like he's in pain, and he touches his dad, and this is his fingerprints on him right here.
Huh.
He gets attacked or something.
Okay. I mean, whoever it must have been I'm saying human, a person whose prints these are. This is not somebody who attacked him. When attacking it, like I said, I think majority like the somebody grabbed and then just kind of like went down his hand and maybe collapsed. Maybe was on the ground and like reached out like and trying to oh I'm dying or something like help me. So he had that, and after that encounter where he got those stains, Boyd went into maybe encounter whoever injured the person that made those prints on him.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
People saying that other people look like a beater guy like Randall. Doesn't matter what he looks like. From what the show has shown, we've never seen Randall in the wife beater. We've seen one
mhm,
person in the wife beater, and there's not like there's a goddamn TJ Maxx down the block in this motherfucker.
mm.
All right. Well, maybe the thrift store, but not no damn TJ Maxx, goddamn it. Or wherever y'all like to shop, Marshalls, Macy's, whatever you like.
They have
Ain't
a
no
they
one
have
shop.
the place called the barn. Wasn't
Yeah,
that the
yeah,
barn
yeah.
that they went into? The barn.
The barn. Yeah, that's right. They go shopping at the barn.
Barn. Yeah.
They're at the barn and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know how many. Women be hitting the racks. They hit the racks. They hit the rack. That's one thing I can't do with that. TJ Maxx is have to go through them racks. Y'all women. I swear to God, y'all women. At least the women I've been around do not mind scrolling through those goddamn racks. They
Tony,
go through it.
that's fun. One of the reasons why I do love shopping at stores like that, it's when I go to, let's say, I don't know, whatever, if I would go to Macy's or somewhere, everything is the same. I know that people will buy the same stuff when I go to, let's say, things like, was it Marshalls or TJ Maxx? They're like different things over there. And I know that if I get something that nobody else has, I like to get that. I don't want to be the same as everyone else. But yeah, the barn over there is the thing to shop at.
They were
The
at the barn.
barn.
The barn is the Walmart up there. Something's going on. Could it be inside? Big Daddy saying, could
Mm.
it be inside of a boat? I don't think it's a
Boat.
boat. And the reason why I'm going to say I don't
Too
think it's a
too
boat is
high.
because this is why I'm going to say it just from looking at the picture. If you look at this person on the
Trees.
outside, right,
Mhm.
there's light coming from a
Yep.
building up here, right? Because you see the
Yep.
lines, so that's definitely some type of siding, and there's light here on
Mm.
the top. So it's a light
Yeah.
on top of the siding right here, dripping down on this right there. So that would be the reason why I don't think it. No, it's not a stupid question. There are no stupid questions. You know, I mean a stupid answer or whatever you're saying, but no. But for that reason, I don't think it's possible right there. And it's trees. You can see trees out there
Yeah.
too. Like right
It
next to him, there's trees on the side. Right here is an image of some type
yeah.
of bushes or some type of trees or
I thought
reflection.
at first that those lines going sideways, those are like the power lines, but I don't think I've seen anything like that. And wouldn't they, as scientists, not even scientists, like try to, okay, is the power coming from the power lines? I don't think I've seen power lines over there. But on the first like glance at this, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the some kind of a vehicle or tiny little room, and then there's that thing in the back behind a guy that does not look like a tree. It looks like a pole of some kind, but too thick for a light fixture. Although, why would the light be there if it's not a like a lamp of some kind?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming down, so it looks like a
yeah,
floodlight. You know what I mean, and everything else
yeah.
coming down from there and everything else. So, yeah, you know, Jackie C, where you been hiding from us for, Jackie?
Hey, Jackie.
Hiding from us. Jackie ain't been around. She's been hiding from us. So I hope she's okay. Hope everything's good in your life and you're okay. We miss you, Jackie. Don't be hiding on us like that, girl.
We missed the comments and I missed the hearts from you.
Miss Jackie. Miss everything about you, girl. And miss everything. And she's like, "Where's Phil? It's Phil's birthday." So Phil is doing birthday stuff. It's too early for him. He's doing shenanigans and stuff like that, you know. So that's
Oh.
what Phil Issues guy's birthday. Lamar's birthday was yesterday, and Phil's birthday today. So it's a blessed day on Teflon TV and everything else. So yeah, I mean, Tim R is saying that is a woman running. I'm called. Where do we see this, Tim? And I'm gonna allow you to call it, and not that I couldn't take it away from you. But where I don't understand. I'm trying to look at the picture.
Hmm.
What's the woman? Where is the woman?
I don't know any women with hair like that.
The
Like in the
arms are
like
too big. It
oh,
would have.
I mean, this person here in the front? No, like I have not seen women with such defined
You
like
saying these
shoulders
queens
like
long
that.
hair? Ellis has a big ass fro.
Yeah.
I just I don't see the arms. The arms, yeah,
You,
Abby in The Last of Us, Joshua, you're correct. She would have arms like that. But no,
mm.
I don't see it. It's definitely a man. It's a wife beater that definitely a gray wife beater from what I'm looking at. Let me pull up a picture of Ellis with a gray wife beater. Let me see if I can find one. I find a
Now,
picture
what is
of
it in the
him.
front though? Like if the chat can let us know, what do they think? Like what is that in front of that person, that man that I think it's a man? Are they is he holding something? Like that it's a yellowish dark something in the front there. Um
Wait a minute, I'm gonna come back to. I'm just looking for pictures of this
yeah.
kid right now. I mean, it's such a hard thing that this search for because from it's just like everything pops up. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm.
Luna says she recognizes Alice's sexy arms. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if this turns out to be a woman, I'll be surprised, but I definitely pay attention to men's shoulders. So to me, it looks like men's shoulders. I'm with Luna on that one.
I listen. I can't find nothing online. I'm sure I could, but no. To me, it looks like the guy has some decent build on him. It's a gray wife beater, and so I would have to say that it definitely looks like it's Ellis out there. I don't see it being a woman at all, unless you're talking about the person outside. It's not on the bus, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go with the van. We have no choice but to go with the van, right? We have to say it's a van, right,
It's
Elmo?
some kind of event. Yeah, I don't remember though, like who had that van. We've never seen anything inside that van, and there were doors. I don't know if they were on both sides. I mean, people were getting onto that van. They're getting out of that van on the right side. I don't remember if at the house, Colony House, if they were getting into that van from both sides. I know like older versions of vans, and to me it looked like a van, not a minivan. I always think of them only having doors on one side. But again, I don't know that much about cars. I just remember one scene where they got
Dad on the
onto it from the
van.
right side. Which, if that's the case, if there's door only on the right side of the car or the van, then on the left side there are no doors, so there could be room for windows like this. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Someone said betrayed King says he stabbed in a van down by the river. I don't see any river here in this picture at all.
Hmm. Do they even
Stab.
have a river?
He's in.
Is there a river?
If you're looking at this face right here, definitely. Let me see. She sent me two pictures.
Hmm.
Let me see this. Let me look at the other picture she sent me. Maybe the other picture is not as blurry. She
It
sent
says,
me.
Kathleen says it's clotheslines or clothesline. Those look kind of too high up. Like the person is um out. The person outside is in front of those lines. So I would think the clotheslines would be a little bit lower.
I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna take this picture. I'm gonna run it through the Tony Teflon and Don processor on my phone and try to get a
Mm-hmm.
better look at the picture. It's gonna take me a second to do this and everything else, but I'm gonna do what I could do to up the quality of it, tune the image up, and increase the brightness. Oh, that did it right. We're gonna have a better look in one
Mm-hmm.
second because I increased the brightness of the picture, and I'm going to export it and save it, and I'm going to send it to myself real quick. And I think that by doing this, we do have confirmation of what's going on in this picture.
All right. That's
100%.
exciting.
Yes,
Detective work. I
yeah, I
love
think this
that.
this will do
We
it.
solve mysteries here.
I think
Well,
this.
Tony saves mysteries.
Oh, you do too. All right, this is it. Now
Mm-hmm.
we have 100% proof of what's going on here. Here you
All
go.
right.
Take a look
All
right
right.
here. If it comes in right, all right, there
All
it
right.
is. See it better?
Ooh. All right. That's better. Okay, what's going on here?
You see it
Um,
much better. I just increased the lighting and everything else of the picture, got
what's
rid of the
stuff
darkness and everything
inside?
else like that.
All right. So,
I think
what
from
is
here,
that?
I think from
Let's
here, it's pretty
see.
obvious right now that it's a black man in that picture,
Oh, yes.
and it ain't no other way
I
to
mean,
go.
unless it's like really, I don't know. I don't know.
That
Yeah.
look like a black man. I know a black man when I see.
Yeah.
That's a black man in that picture. I mean, I'll send it to you personally, LMR. You can get a better look at it yourself.
What do you think he's holding in front of him? That yellow something? Is it
Okay,
what could
Let
it
me let
be?
me run to this bathroom. I'll be right back. Damn breaker.
I wonder if those are seats, like the gray stuff by his arm. Yeah, Big Daddy says that's Ellis. Yeah, just I'm thinking that the cheekbones, the jawline, Just I'm just wondering what is that in front of him? The thing that he's either holding or something is against him. And the copper says that's the smiley monster. Now I'm not sure. Just because the hair on the smiley monster is slightly different, and that person outside to me looks like they're like either they have short hair. Just a different, kind of like body build. Like the shoulders are slightly different. Or again, the image is slightly distorted, so maybe
Yeah,
move a
I
little
can
bit.
clean it up a little bit better than that. I can try
Mhm.
to. Let me see. I got other programs here that maybe I can clean. I don't think we need to. You know, honestly, I think we got it. But
Do you think something might have happened to Fatima and Ellis is like trying to save her and such, and Boyd is shocked but not like heartbroken, as in broken down because his son is
he looks
hurt or
hurt.
dead?
He looks like he's in pain. I see his teeth.
Oh yeah, he's in
You know,
pain, but he looks kind of alive too. Like
he's
he looks.
alive, but he looks like, I mean, showing his teeth out there. It looks like he's in pain somehow,
Yeah.
like physical pain. I'm gonna see if I can just get the picture to load up here. Let me see if I can
Hmm.
enhance it a little bit more. See if we can get a better look
I'm
at
trying to
what's
like
going on.
squint to see, like sometimes when you squint it kind of like makes the images like oh, even though you're squinting it makes them clear.
Oh my God, what did they do? No, that's they. Yeah, this enhance does not work at all. I tried to enhance it, and I don't know what they did with it. That was the worst
um and
enhance I ever.
speaking of Ellis, I mean he looks like not only he's in physical pain, he's like in an emotional kind of pain, like because he looks like he can take some pain.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just like, "Oh, I hurt my ankle," kind of person. He's like pushing through it. He looks like he's hurting and crying at the same time. I don't see him as being a crier just because somebody put a knife in his gut. I'm
Is
like,
that what
"Oh."
is that what you think happened to him? They put a knife in his gut. Right.
Or something, or like, clawed at his stomach, like the way he's grasping something like here. He
This is
looks
the
like he's
best.
crying for something.
This
Something
is the
might have
best I
happened
can get.
to.
This picture right here. This is the best I can
Yeah.
get it right here. If you could see that one, maybe that's the best I can get it. I can't get it to any better level than that.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of if there's a monster that would look like that. That would not be a smiley monster.
No, that it's either that smiley monster or that Texas monster without his hat on. The one who
I don't
killed
remember that
the
one.
one who killed that person with the rod in the head with his girlfriend. That guy.
Oh, the couple. Wait,
Yeah,
no, yeah, the couple from the outside the bar or gas
yeah,
station.
that guy.
Hmm. Okay. I mean,
But I
maybe
think
they saw like they were already. If this is Alice, and if something, let's see if happened
I
to
mean, you're
Fatima.
not sure this is Alice yet,
No, no,
still?
no, no. I'm saying, I'm assuming, and we won't know until we know. But yeah, to me,
Yes,
it looks
yeah.
like Ellis. And then maybe the pain on his face. I don't think it's just the pain. Normally, when I'm assuming and just living life in general, when you're in pain or hurt, you go through. And if you're in a situation where it's your life or death, or somebody's life or death, the adrenaline makes you not feel the pain as much. But the
Hmm.
way he's showing, the way his face is, it's either
Yep.
after the critical moment where he's actually able to calm down after the adrenaline rush, or it's not the pain, physical pain, it's the pain that he is encountering because something happened to his fiance.
It looks like he's
Yeah.
like this. That's what it looks like to me. When I would say he looks like he's
Right. Yeah.
like he's holding
Yeah.
himself, and he's like "Ah,"
Right.
like this, like there's something going on.
Okay.
Ah. That's what it looks like to me. All right,
Hmm.
now that I said that, take a look at the picture again.
Yeah. So you think the situation is under control, meaning like the outside he's safe, inside, and he just kind of like, okay, now I can recover. Now I can, feel what I'm feeling, and they're safe inside, or
No, he looks like he's in physical pain, like
meaning safe
something
from
happened
whoever's
to him.
outside, like safe from whoever's outside, like they're
I
safe and
think
they
I
can
don't know if he's
assess.
safe or whatever. I don't know if that's the case. I just think he looks like he's in pain, and it
Hmm.
looks like they're inside that van that Donna
Hmm.
has.
Okay. I wonder if they maybe escaped. He's hurt, but they escaped. They can hide inside, and the monsters like surrounding them.
It could be a situation like
Mm,
that. Like maybe they broke inside somewhere, and
mm,
they're fleeing again. Last time we see the van, they were fleeing,
yeah,
and it could be a situation where he's hurt somehow and they're fleeing. Maybe they
yeah.
got him, stabbed him, he got caught, and somehow they dragged him away after he got clawed from them. And
Right.
after they clawed him, they dragged him away, threw him in the van, and they're trying to escape.
Hmm.
It could be something like that. Gage Brown is like, I could take Smiley in the fight. Well, we've interviewed him. We've interviewed him, and he's also on the channel. And it looks like, I would say if you were just talking about the actual actor himself, I could possibly that could happen. But when he turned the monster, when he
Hmm.
turns that face into what he turns to, I don't know. We got right here, my man Big Daddy saying that I bet it is that van is the van Donna was driving. I would have to say that that's the
Hmm.
van Donna was driving. That's the van.
And there's light inside, so they had a chance not only to get in there, but close the door or something. The sliding door. I mean, the light is still
Yep,
on. We can see them inside. I mean, you enhance the video, the
it did.
picture, but still,
No, there's
there's
light.
still some light. Yeah,
It wouldn't enhance it that much. And Ellis has
yeah.
Fatima shirt and envelope.
Now, the shirt, didn't she give that sweater to, I forgot her name, uh to the girl who was killed
Yeah,
during
yeah, the girl who was killed.
yeah, yeah. I didn't know that Fatima actually recovered that shirt. I mean, the lady died with it or in it. I don't know
Yeah,
if I would want to have the dead lady,
yeah,
so
Keith Bill saying Trudy. Trudy is the girl's name.
Trudy, yes. Yes. Hmm.
And all that. I mean, but
Interesting. So
so
there's some did it say what episode it's from, or no, because you said it's just from the
this is from the
trailer, right? So we
trailer.
don't know. We
It's a
don't
really
know.
quick flash in the trailer, so we don't know.
Mm,
But it was from the trailer, so there's nothing they could say about it. They put it out there, but
yeah.
they probably put it so fast you wouldn't think people are
Yeah.
like us that just stop
But
the
we are
film.
like we're like that. We're like dissecting. Isn't there's fun? There's so much fun with that stuff, like just guessing and oh,
And all
playing
that.
detective.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's Ellis in the van,
Mm-hmm.
hurt. And and we before this even happened, I had Ellis. I said this. I said this to the actress who plays Julie that Ellis is number 3 on the death list. Now with this picture, I think Ellis is going
Getting
up.
closer.
I gotta put Ellis
Mm-hmm.
maybe number 1 on the death
Oh
list.
no.
I think
I
Ellis
mean,
may die. This could be
yeah.
the end of Ellis. He may die. And if you say that, that Boyd, the picture of Boyd is a handprint and it's his handprint with blood on it,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good chance that Ellis is dead. Ellis died.
Oh
I
my
don't think this
gosh.
wedding is happening. There's something going on here. You know what I
Um,
mean? So Ellis may
yeah.
die. I said
And
that this season someone's got to die that people
yeah.
care about. Ellis would be a guy that people die and care about. So
And don't they
I
have
can
a
see
wedding coming up, right?
yep, the red wedding.
The
We know about those
Yeah,
weddings.
where the wedding where they Game of Thrones stuff. It's like
We know how it happens.
the moment people want to be happy, boom, that's the best thing. Like, oh, they're supposed to be, happily ever never in this case.
Yeah, no, I think Ellis may get it got. He may get got, man. That may be the end of Ellis right here. We may have
Oh
just seen the
no.
picture of the end of him.
I wonder what would be more tragic for the show. Would it be Alice or Fatima dying at that point? Like who like if she died, how are we gonna see it through his eyes? And if it went the other way around, like how is she gonna be if he dies? Ah, mm, yeah.
Hmm. There has to be something going on there and everything else. There has to definitely be something. But who knows? Listen, Alice, let's talk about it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ellis, Big Daddy,
They
he
can do
may
that to
be
boy.
on to something. Ellis, then Fatima finds out she's pregnant. So someone said that
Mm-hmm.
Ellis couldn't die because he was the only thing that Boyd had left. But if Fatima does find out she's pregnant, like y'all said earlier, and
Hmm.
then he dies, now he has the
Little
grandchild.
Alice or Ellie.
Yeah, he has the grandchild to take care of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then that could be a reason why he dies in the end. The
Yeah.
Ellis is going to the top of my death wish now.
Mm.
Now that I've seen that, I have to put him above everybody. Ellis may get got this season. It may be the end
Mm.
of Ellis. I think it's a good possibility that does happen.
I see that happening. Um, I don't think Donna though will die. I'm still thinking Donna is the top of my list for the mole.
For the mole.
Yeah.
Let's put the pole of the mole up inside of
Pole of the
YouTube.
mole.
The pole
Who's up
of the
top? Who's on top of the mole hill? Whatever.
let's put that up. Let me get that going real quick. The pole for the mole and everything else, and see exactly who we are predicting. Sorry about that.
Valerian is like, what?
All right, let's put the pole, mole pole.
Um,
There we go, mole pole. First one is who we have. Donna.
I'm thinking Donna.
We have Tilly. Who else do we have in there?
Oh gosh, what did we have? Oh my
Donna,
goodness.
Tilly,
Chris,
Kenny's mom.
yes, that's right.
I don't know her name. I can never
With the
think of her name.
food, with all the
Yep.
food and that tea.
Kenny's mom. Fatima. Uh, that is all I could put. You can only put 4.
Yeah.
All right, let's ask her.
Mole
We'll
pole.
put
That's funny.
the mole pole in there. Put that in there. Maybe I didn't spell it right or whatever. Leave me alone. Right.
We know what we mean, and you know what we mean, right?
You know exactly what the hell I mean.
Yeah.
People don't be caring though. You know what? We're gonna take another shot for 70,000 subscribers.
Exactly, Tony. It's so exciting to know that. It's
It
today.
really
Yeah. And I made it just in time for this. Yay. I was so
You
sad I
did.
couldn't join last week. I'm gonna make sure that for next Wednesday, for Wednesdays going on, I'll just get out of work early. I'll move all my meetings.
There we go. That we would love to have
Yeah, gonna
everyone.
make time.
Oh
Bye,
yeah, 70,000 LMR. Cheers.
cheers to many, many more.
Hope so. So we have the mole poll. I couldn't put Chrissy in there, and they were only put 4 people in there. We put the top 4 on the board and everything else and all that good stuff. And everything else. So yeah, that picture. What I think was a little significant. We went through a couple of them. Let's go back to the other one with the drone. What do you think could be happening with the drone? What do you think?
Oh, if I had technology like that over there, I would just want to see what's out there. And if I send a drone one way, if it's gonna like make a loop, is it gonna hit something? Is it like that invisible force and whatever, like the cabin in the hills or something? No, cabin in the woods, where it hit that on that motorcycle, the guy shut up and just was smashed through that invisible wall. I want to see what happens to it. I would fly it cautiously. I don't want to lose the drone, I would definitely send it out at night so that we don't have to have a box like you had at night. I would send it out like that to see,
Not
to
all you can do
follow
is
those monsters. I love the box. I love the box. I would just put some, holes for the eyes.
I'm sure there's a lot of women who rather see me with the box on.
Oh, come on, Tony. Unless you're being shipped to them, then probably,
Maybe that's
yeah.
they rather see the box on. And
The ladies
if,
who like
if
to
you got
be
if you got the
shipped.
talisman
That.
on, you might be safe with the box. It's a
It
good
is. What
box.
does it say on it? Real eats? What is it, Tony? What does it say? That's what I'm saying, Tony. Yes, ladies here would love to get that shipped to them. So you're right. Yes,
Yeah, real eats.
I
That's what
agree.
it is. There it is.
Real eats in a box delivered.
That's right. Delivered to a place near you.
Oh goodness.
Luda
Yeah.
said the birds will come out and attack the drone. I think that the drone. Only thing I think of drones for is surveillance. So maybe you have to be some type
Yeah.
of. Tim to say, why are all the moles winning? I can't.
We're inquisitive, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I did put the one guy in there. The one guy that was there. I can't think of his name. The guy down a punch in the face.
Yeah.
We put him in as a mole. Let's talk about Victor. Do you think Victor could be a mole?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Why would he be painting all that stuff, drawing all those pictures to giving people clues?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be the reason why. It would be the pictures. Why would he go all? The mole has to be someone who blends in, who no one thinks.
Yeah.
That's why I think Kenny's mom is definitely on it. And Kenny's mom will be with us this Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Escaping from podcast. I'm gonna ask her. Live. Are you the mole? I think I'm not.
Where are you putting that tea?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her that too. What's going on with that goddamn tea, girl? What's going on with that tea? Y'all, listen, y'all see me interview these people. I ain't afraid to ask them the questions that y'all want to hear. I ain't afraid to ask them. I'm not afraid to ask them. You know what I mean? The Duck Dynasty guy is a mole. I don't know if Duck Dynasty is a big enough character, but I do know that Duck Dynasty be up in the chat rocking with us all the time. He be here watching live. So shout out to Duck Dynasty. He actually contacted Phil and told him that he loves the nickname we gave for him, Duck Dynasty, and everything else. He's all about that. I told you all these cats be watching this, man. Don't be thinking that we small time on YouTube. They be watching. They know.
They know what's entertainment. You know exactly how to entertain people. So
it's like, and I've seen other people using the Duck Dynasty tagline. Use it. We made it up. You could use the porn slash one. I've seen them using the porn slash one and everything else. I see them using calling Chris Evans. Calling Randall Chris Evans, just like we made up for him. You know what I mean? Use all that stuff. You know what I mean?
It's very catchy and just makes sense. The way you name them.
Someone has sent me a photo here saying it's a clearer photo. It's not. Let's see. It's not coming across though.
Actually, somebody says here that those who watch them are using drones. It falls from the sky. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Here we go. Thank you for this photo right here. We're gonna save it, and I think this should be the end of this debate.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Can't wait.
Right here. I'll download that real quick. We know people ain't got no damn clothes in this motherfucker.
They have no clothes.
They got no clothes. They don't have access to like a lot of clothes here.
True.
Right. So what
I was wondering what kind of picture you're gonna post here. Like who?
So let's see if we can put this up. Yeah. All right, that should do it right there. Let's pull this back up on stream. And right here we can see it's a good picture of Ella.
There we go.
In the same exact wife beater that we see in there.
Yep.
That should be it, right?
Yep. I
So this
mean,
is,
and if struggle, I can see how the top shirt can like come off. Something may grab him. He may have to use it to do something with it, and then he's without it. For the
yeah.
ladies too.
Let me give a shout out to the cat who sent this to me, and that is 1 second. I have to pull it back up. That sent this to me, bro. TJ Taylor sent that to me. Shout out to TJ Taylor. You know what I mean? I must be in here watching with us live and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's obvious it's the same wife beater. That I
Yeah.
mean, there's no way around that.
And
If you
what
look
is he
back at the picture
holding there
here,
too?
you can see it right there.
Yeah.
It's the gray wife beater, and in here it's the gray wife beater. So
Can you zoom in on that, Tony? What is
no,
that in his
I
hand? No,
cannot.
okay. Okay. And I'm just wondering. What is he holding? I want to see everything. Not just
Yeah, I think
okay.
that's like some type of sticks or anything else
Yeah.
like that. But the main thing that we focus on here is the actual wife beater itself.
Yeah.
And we can see clearly that this is
Yep.
the same gray white. As I said, he's the only person in the show that has rocked a wife beater.
Yeah.
The only one.
And that's the neckline. The way it is there. It's not just the color of the shirt or the clothing that he has. It's the neckline that he has too. The skin tone, the jawline, definitely, and the hair. Yeah.
It's him. This is him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'd be really surprised if it was
the
somebody
exact same,
different.
it's the
It would be
exact
very
same
surprising.
neckline as you said. There's no
Yeah.
doubt. It's the hair, it's the skin tone, it's everything. There's
Mhm.
no doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that is him in the photo right here. That this is Ellis. So from what we see in this picture, Ellis is in pain.
Mhm.
Something's going on here. Someone has said he got stabbed by claws.
Mm.
Got monsters outside. It's at nighttime. That means Ellis. Maybe they got in there and that's it. You know what I mean?
Mm. I just wonder if he, at that point where we're looking at it right now, if he is safe. If this is after I'm saying they, as in whoever else is there with him, if they're safe, if he's safe, or if this is still happening, if this stuff is still happening that they're not safe.
Jackie's like, why does it look like monsters wearing Ellis's shirt?
Like
I don't know if
mine.
he is. I don't know if he is. That's funny though. How about this? Ellis finds out that Donna stuck
Interesting.
guy in bus, runs to save him. Now Ellis is in pain.
Hmm. Oh,
Ellis
yeah.
gonna get hurt trying to save his dad of Fatima's. Could be that, John. I could see that. He's in pain. And it doesn't look like a little bit of pain. It looks like he's got blood on him. And again, if we're tying it in, not saying we are, but if we're tying it in with the picture of Boyd with the handprint. This is what we're talking. We're talking about this handprint right here on the lower. This handprint. Is this Ellis's handprint on his father? He's reaching up to grab him with the blood on him.
The way this one is on top, it kind of looks like somebody grabbed his shoulder, like you see like the top and then the thumb, and then the left hand was on the bottom, like holding on and then falling.
Like trying to grab him like they were gonna collapse.
The way that thumb is up there, like on top there.
Yeah, like they were falling, they're gonna collapse and they're holding up on him. The way that Ellis looks like he's in pain, could that be what happened? He's about to collapse.
Yeah.
And the lighting in back of him kind of looks like the lighting that was in the Everyone.
Yeah.
Eric, Rebel Eric, anyone ever told you sound like boy? Yes, I have heard that a couple of times. I don't think it's true, but the actor who plays him is from Brooklyn, New York. I am from Queens, New York. So I'm sure we probably do have a similar type accent. But the one thing that's funny about him, this actor who plays Boyd, we have a common friend on our Facebook page. Like it pops up, his Facebook page pops up in my feed because we have this one common friend. And this friend I am really cool with. it makes me wonder how he's friends with him too. But this guy I know, this guy Jesse James, let me call him, and everything is our friend. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to figure out exactly why. He probably went to high school with him. That's probably what happened. He went to high school with my boy James. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So we're gonna figure out everything out. I'm gonna talk
And
to him.
Tony's a great detective. He'll find it.
Yeah, I'll find out exactly. That's how I'm
Yeah.
gonna get this dude on, because we got common friends and everything else. You know what I mean? That's
Yep.
just what it is and stuff like that. So EOD veteran says Queens in what house, what neighborhood? I grew up in Woodhaven, Richmond Hill. So I used to hang out in Woodhaven a lot of times. I went out there and all that. But I'm from out in 164th and Jewel Avenue. I'm in a place called Leicester. But if you know 164 and Jewel, right out there, right outside of Fresh Meadows, right outside the Unisphere, right outside, right down the block from Flushing and all that. That's where I grew up and stuff like that. But in order to live in the neighborhood that I lived in, the co-ops I lived in, you had to be, one of your family members had to be in the electrical union. That's why it's called the Leicester, because only electricians were allowed to live in. Out this is New York City. Other people have snuck in there because it's crafty and stuff. But that was the whole reason I was up in there and everything else. And that's the way it goes. But yeah, that's where I'm from, over there and all that. Sending love from Australia. We got someone else from Australia up in here. We got two people from Australia now rocking with us. Diz.
Now, what time is it over there?
It's early in the morning.
Australia is huge, so I'm wondering.
It's early in the morning for them. It's early in the morning for them. You know what I mean? Real early for them. I think it's like 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, something like that in the morning for Australia. They talked to Carla about it. 12 p.m. That was wrong. I was wrong.
No, that's why I said Australia is huge. And the time I'm thinking like the span from one side to the other. I'm wondering how many time zones are there, because it's
Shout
huge.
out to you, Distans up in here rocking with us. We got our other girl, Carla Way from Australia in here. I don't know if she's still here, but she was here, but she's usually here every week. And all that. And look, Elmar, can you see the poll, the mole poll?
No, let's see. I'm gonna look at I don't Facebook, Tony, but let me see if there's anything here.
People saying, could it Pod Tech wants to know, could it be a flashback? I don't know if it could be a flashback. I don't know if it could be a flashback. I don't think so. What up to Regina Gray? What's going on, bro?
So for the poll, I'm looking at the oh wow, Fatima is at 25. Kenny's mom was at what did it say? 34. Donna at 15. I'm still rooting for rooting. I mean, I'm thinking Donna. I mean, to me, it makes sense. She's in charge of the house. People doing all kinds of stuff in there. I don't know her story. She says what the story is. I have not met anybody. Her sister, whoever was in the car.
Now, don't get mad that the people ain't with you. Don't get
no,
mad.
no. I'm not. I'm just surprised. Like, I'm just surprised, and I'm thinking, Kenny's mom. Yeah, food. True. Tilly's way too happy to want to be there. Fatima would be like,
it's the tea.
Yeah,
Kenny's mom, the tea. If you look at like someone who you wouldn't suspect to do it, she wouldn't suspect to do it. You wouldn't think she would have
so
anything.
Nice. She's like this loving person who wants to feed people.
But the fact that she lets everyone stay in the house. Oh, Jade, come stay with us.
Right.
Jade's got something to do with it. Oh, the Matthews, come stay with us. Now all these other people are staying with them. Is she doing it just to keep an eye on them? Is she sinister? If you want to know the answers to those questions, subscribe to the channel, because we'll be having her on this Sunday. This Sunday, Kenny's mom will be on with the Don Tony Teflon Field Issues guy. Elmar, you're always coming.
Thank you.
Anytime I shouldn't say that, but that. Anytime you want to come in there and talk to these people, you are always allowed on the street. We'll be here on the Escaping From podcast. You know what I mean? Rocking on that day, on Sunday. This Sunday, she's gonna be on there, and then not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that, We will have the nurse herself rocking with
That's
us on
nice.
this Christy, the actress who plays Christy, will be on here rocking with and everything else. So that's what Luna says. Oh, Miss Lewis, everybody's mom. Can't be her too nice. No, that's the reason why it can be her. That's the reason why it can be. That's the number one
And
reason.
the diner, isn't that where people talk? Like when you have food, and I mean, I love food. Like when I have food, I'm just relaxed. I can talk about. It's a great place to be. So, since they know everything about everybody, maybe this is a great way to have, to listen in on people, to find out so much about them. And everybody's got to eat, so they go there to eat. They all stop at the diner eventually, besides the people from the colony house. So that's a whole different story too. How did they get there
She's got too many
side?
pancakes. How does she
How
get
did
all
she
these
get
pancakes?
them? Right? And didn't Sarah say she can make, what did she say? Like she can make basically like she can make anything with what she got. Well, let's see
Mm-hmm.
what we can, make for you. And she then brings this stack of pancakes. Like I wanted to eat them. I don't know what they're made out of, but they looked good to me.
Look at this guy. The guy when they were inside with Jim and the bartender, who everybody thought was the mole. Right? Everybody believed the bartender was the mole. Everybody.
Yeah.
The bartender's the mole. It's the bartender until he got his ass killed. But what they were trying to convince the other guy to shut the fuck up with pancakes. Like, hey, you like pancakes? I'm gonna get you surprise. The motherfucker's like, there's a beam on my chest. I can't breathe. And he's talking to me about some goddamn
Pancakes.
and that's the best offer you got to
Oh
me.
my gosh.
I mean, if you said there was a brothel
I was
out
just going to
there,
say like a strip club or something. Like, is there
yes,
something
give
like
me
that?
something else. Like,
You
hey,
can go to Colony House for the day, get it like a free pass.
nothing. Like you say, hey, you like coochie? You like coochie? We got coochie out here for you. Give it to coochie. You ain't gonna give me no goddamn
Something to live
pancake
for,
out there.
right? Not pancakes.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to sell them on.
Well, he could have said, that and then pancakes after, right?
Yeah, like shut your mouth right now. We'll get some pancakes in the morning. Don't worry about that fucking beam and 2x4 weighing on your chest. Who cares about that? Motherfucker,
Right.
you will get some pancakes in the morning. Right? But that's how good those damn pancakes are.
It would. How do they? Oh my gosh! Just the science of it. Again, I'm sure it's just the show. Like, okay, they gotta eat. They gotta figure this stuff out. I wonder how much room they have. Where do they the supplies? How what's the seasons there? The harvest. Where are the? So many questions. So many questions.
There's no doubt about it. The questions are immense.
Yeah.
A million questions and everything else. A million questions and everything out there. But again, we have the poll. The people
Yeah.
have spoken that
They
Kenny's
have.
mom is the number one suspect to be the mole. Number one suspect to be, and everything else. People say maybe they make nut flour and use for those pain. Listen, you're being nasty now. Right, JC?
Well, don't they have like the almond flour, and almonds
They
are
do have
nuts?
almond flour, and you
I don't know how they
listen.
grow. Are
There's
they in the
something in there,
Midwest?
JC.
Where
There's
are
something
they?
in there. I don't know what's in there. There's something going on in there with those
Oh.
pancakes and everything. There's something going on in there. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm saying you couldn't seduce me with a pancake. I think it
No.
would take a little more
Give
waffle.
somebody a
A
reason to
little.
live, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. If I had a whole building collapsed on my chest, I don't think the pancake would make me shut the fuck up. I
No.
mean, it was a good attempt.
No.
I understand what they were saying, but I think me personally, it's going to take a little.
Like, if you get out of here, let me show you this place, what we have. You're gonna love it. You just gotta survive, right? And be quiet for the
Yeah,
night.
be quiet and everything else. That's it. We have Carla Way. See, we have another Australian person up in here rocking with us. Good day and everything else. And she said, "I think I could be seduced
Pancake?
easily with pancakes and spicy margs." I have no idea what a spicy marg is. You
I
know
have
what
no
that is,
idea either.
no? See, we're
What
not
I'm thinking,
friends.
like margaritas, but
Oh,
margaritas for
spicy
breakfast?
margarita.
This is what I'm thinking. This is actually what I want right now. I do have my drink here, but like I've never heard of spicy
Spicy mar
margaritas.
Is
I'm
it
just
margarita? I mean,
it.
margaritas is what comes to mind too, but maybe we're just
Yeah,
in the United States,
yeah.
and
She
maybe
says
that's
that
what.
later on, spicy margarita. I've never heard of
Oh,
spicy
okay,
one.
that's great. If we ever meet,
Hmm.
we ever meet Carl Away. You got and people are gonna meet Carl Away, and they're gonna come with a stack of pancakes.
Oh my
They're gonna be
goodness.
coming to her shows when she performs, and if you have not ever heard Carla Way sing, she is an amazing singer. Follow her on Instagram, please. Carla Way, if you can, please, and don't feel shy. Put your Instagram profile in the chat so people could find you. Jackie C, do it for her because she may not do it, but Jackie C, do it for her. She is an amazing singer, and she will come into your wedding and do whatever you want, and she's a beautiful, not whatever you want,
I was just going to say,
no,
sing whatever you'd like,
sing
or
whatever
whatever
the fuck
your
you like. Don't
yeah.
you know what I mean? But put it in there for because the Don Tony Temple lines. I told you she wouldn't do it herself, so I'm asking you, Jackie, as the runner of the channel, and you my mind, please put it in there so people can find a beautiful singer. Her voice is legendary. You know what I mean, and everything else. She's beautiful, and her voice is just as beautiful and everything else. So definitely put that in there, please, and go follow her. Follow her, you know what I mean, and everything. I follow her for because she does all that great singing, and she's part of the channel. Spicy margarita, never heard of. People have. Okay, if you wish to do that, then I would appreciate it. Thanks. You are sending me text messages, and I appreciate it. But I think we may have another Cash App super chat. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Trying to find it. I'll have to wait and see everything else like that and all that. LMR. So people are asking, what is LMR stand for? It stands for Living My Rhapsody. I don't know if she said that because that is what it. Spicy around the rim. Diz Tans donated $4 to the super chat. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that 100%. I am too grown for you too. Is for you says I'm subscribed, and thank you for subscribing. I don't know who you think you're too grown for. I don't know who you be thinking you too grown for. I don't know who you thinking. See all this right here. But thank you for subscribing. Truly appreciate you subscribing. And if it takes some time for people to subscribe, I do understand. You know what I mean? But hopefully, y'all, you know what I mean, y'all do subscribe and stick around for us and everything. We have a pretty good time on this channel. You know what I mean? We have a
It's
pretty
a lot of fun to be here too. It's not just this show, but people who came and join us on other shows, they definitely stay around for um, other things that Tony has to offer as far as shows and reviews.
that. See, Jackie C, she put the YouTube channel up there for her to see. Put her their Instagram. Put Instagram in there. She needs to get she needs followers and all that stuff like that. Put it up in there for and everything else. I will want to help her out. But no, listen to her sing. She's Carla Way, amazing singer, amazing and beautiful person and everything. So glad to have met her and in this life and everything. And all of you, you know what I mean, and all that good stuff. And everything. I'm not just saying. See, I don't want y'all to think like I'm just saying it like she's my people's and she can, unless I'm telling you she can sing. It's like when you hear Don Tony Teflon, I tell you, you know what I mean, when I used to kick them bars back in the day, me and my peoples was doing our thing and stuff like I really could do that. You know what I mean? That's just the way. Oh, she doesn't have Instagram, so she can't do it. Toon Growth, I subscribe to a page. There you go. There you go. Thank you for doing that and stuff and all that good stuff. No, she's nice. She's nice at what she does and everything. All right, we're gonna wrap it up in a little bit. We'll go for what 15 more minutes, L. Might as well
Sounds
wrap
good.
it
And
quick.
I'm like looking around, but as like my dogs and cats are kind of quiet. They're kind of, but yeah. If anything, I'll just go, mute because they're loud sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah, all right.
I'm
So
loving it.
I broke the dam one more time to break the dam, and then I'll be back, and then we'll wrap this whole thing. We'll get this thing done. And if anyone has drank, especially if you're a man, you know what breaking the dam means. So one more time, we'll be back, and we'll take all your questions. Elma, hold that.
Sounds good. Alrighty. On that note, I'm gonna ask the crowd what usually I'm being asked, what are you drinking today? Mm, for the show. Um, but what Tony was mentioning about the poll, yes, I looked at it and I'm telling you, I think it's Donna, and I was surprised that she is she's the one with the lowest number, and I'm wondering um why you think that it's not Donna. Those of you who have not voted for her, um yeah, I'm wondering why that is. And as far as even the fact that there is a mole, I have not heard. I do not follow the news. I actually barely have time to for many things, so I have not followed that. Um if Oh, that's my dog. He's ready to probably get out in a few minutes. But I do wonder who it is. I still think it's Donna because I have not heard her backstory. No, I have not. We have heard her backstory, but I have not actually seen that play out. I have not seen her go through stuff. And the way she presents her story, it's very dramatic. It's talking about her sister dying. There's a picture. I
Mhm.
still think it's her. I still think it's her.
I don't blame you for thinking it's Donna. It would hurt more people
Yeah.
if it was Donna.
It would, because she's in charge of all these. She's like
Mhm.
the mother of the colony house, the rock. And
And
what's
she
more
gave she gave
shock?
the whole speech about
Yeah,
how it's better to stay there. She's like, at least
right?
the monsters we could see and hear, we know they're monsters other than the monsters
Yeah,
outside, right? So
yeah.
she's trying to keep people in there to stay there and everything. Seems like, listen, wouldn't surprise me if it was Donna whatsoever. And listen, we have Liz, it's not to be called Elizabeth, she likes to be called Liz.
Mhm.
We've had Liz on here 2-3 times already and everything else. You know what I mean? So, and I've told her in her face that she was on the chopping block. That I would hate for her to be on the truck. And me and Phil offered her that if she did drastically happen, we don't want her to leave. We want her to stay on the show.
Oh, I
But if
love her
it did happen,
character.
we give her a spot on the podcast. She can come and rock with us
Yeah.
every week, because she's like one of us and everything. I may eat a hot chip nacho if Donna is the mole. Would you? Don't give me the mites. No mites. Give me the real
Mm.
deal. Give me the truth that you will eat a hot chip while the stream is going on if Donna is the mole. Give me don't give me the mites.
See,
See the
the
might
thing about
it try to choke the way out of it.
might, right? I might, I might not,
I'm
right?
telling you that I said this from the beginning that if it ain't got nothing to do with aliens and alien technology, I will eat the hot chip on stream. I told you that from the jump. There's no might about it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's what it is and
Mm.
everything else. So let's figure this out.
I'm hoping when you eat it, the stream will not end within 5 seconds of you eating it.
I'm not eating it,
Like,
LMR. I'm getting it right, so I don't have to eat it.
ah.
I'm right on this. It is the
That's a
original.
good approach, Tony. That's a good approach. Not
It
not
is.
thinking about,
It's nothing to
yeah.
think about. You know me.
You don't
You
have to
know
worry
me.
about it. No, I still think it's not magic. I don't think of it as
No,
magic. I think it's technology, and anything that
no.
I don't know is from this earth, it's alien to me.
It's extraterrestrial. Listen, let's go through it. The actress who plays Julie came on this last week. She came on the
Mhm.
show. Go back and watch the After Dark
Mhm.
show. After dark. I'm sorry, but that so the it's not the after dark show.
It's not after
She,
dark.
she might come on the after dark show. We'll see. We'll try. We'll
That's
try
a
to get her
nice
on
show
that.
too.
We'll
Mm.
try to get her on that show. But she came on the after show. She said straight up, in her own words, extraterrestrial parasites in Boyd's body.
Mm.
That's the word she used. I didn't use those words. She specifically said extraterrestrial. Right now, Elma,
Yeah.
if let's say there's a COVID virus inside of your body
Uh-huh.
and you went to the doctor,
Yeah.
would the doctor say, hey, there's an extraterrestrial
No.
virus in your body?
It's from here. It's from here, so it's not extraterrestrial.
Yeah, so the fact that they said extraterrestrial, that cat and dog, they're playing, they go
Outside of Earth, like terrestrial, it's from outside of here, so it can be something that hit the Earth and something happened there. Maybe there are a couple places where that meteor split,
There
and there are a
she
couple
is.
different zones.
There she is. There's my girl. And I've been waiting for you, girl. I've been waiting for you, Shorty Wah Wah. I've been waiting for you. Because I know, because Shorty Wah, it's my people's right there. She's my people. But ever since she said it, she was trying quick to try to display that it wasn't aliens at all. She was quick to say, oh, she meant, first she said to me, she goes, she put in the comments, she meant foreign bodies because it was foreign from the body. It wasn't. And now she's here and she's saying she didn't mean it literally. Listen, there's a lot of things you can say about things. Extraterrestrial is not a common word used in language. And when it's all said and done, like you don't usually use the word extraterrestrial, right? It usually doesn't go down with it. You don't usually just say, "Hey, that's the extraterrestrial nigga I see out there." I'm sorry, now I'm over here. Now I'm over here just talking like I'm talking in the street. And you don't even say. You only say extraterrestrial when I do want that smoke. Shut up, wah. I do it. That's why I put you up because I want it because I know I got you. So there's no way that you can say she didn't mean it literally. She said it. I mean, how else did she mean it? She said extraterrestrial. She could have said foreign substance. She could have said this. In fact, that's not the word she used. The word she used was extraterrestrial. When you use the word extraterrestrial, you're talking about goddamn aliens from another planet. She wasn't talking about Entertainment Tonight, right? She wasn't talking about the show coming on TV. He said this for a reason, and that's what it is. It is extraterrestrial. Said it. There's no defending that. There's no look.
There's no technology on Earth that we know of like this.
But when you say the word extraterrestrial, and she said that specifically dealing with, don't leave those animals alone, animal. Let them do what they thing. You don't have to turn.
This is what happens every night, Tony. That's why I can't get enough sleep.
You gotta close your door.
Oh, they don't care. They'll get in here. Oh my goodness! But I completely agree with you with that. The science, the technology, all that stuff. It's nothing that we know here. So things like that are possible. It's not magic. It's just that we don't know how to do it because we don't have access to it. But somebody does because they're running those experiments on people.
That's what's going on. Extraterrestrial parasites inside a Boyd, which means they came from a different planet. Which I told you from the jump that these people, like the girl right here who's sitting right behind me, right here. Don't wake her. She's
Looking
sleeping.
lovely.
Yeah, leave alone. She's a cheerleader.
Resting.
She's
She's tired.
She used to be a pink lady back in the day. but they kicked her out. All right, she was down with Greece. She was down with that. But when you look at that and everything else, it's extraterrestrial DNA, extraterrestrial samples that's being put inside of human beings, and it's causing this effect to them right here. It's causing them to turn into these things. Now, why the military and the government is actually doing it, we don't know. But that is the word everything. Again, if you looked at my last video, I said it. I said it in the video. But she said, Sarah said specifically that the people who are here that are trapped here want to go home. They want to go home. And she was the first person that they could talk to in all the time. When you look at an extraterrestrial, the most famous line in any movie or anything from an extraterrestrial that has the exact words, go home, is E.T.
Yeah.
And it's called E.T. because he's an extraterrestrial.
That's true. Yeah.
And he says, go home. That's a specific word she says. Go home. E.T., go home. That's it. I'm trying to tell you, this has got nothing to do with magic. There's no fairies. There's none of that. I guarantee it's not at all. It's not going home. It's not what it is. E.T. is going home. That's what it is, and everything.
And the thing about from, like people were saying there are different reasons or different theories on what the meaning of it is. Where are these extraterrestrials from? Right? Not only where the people are coming from, what state, what city they're from, and what time frame they're from, because they're different times, but also those ETs, where are they from? So that is so
Exactly.
cool.
And they said that they were been there for a long time and they want to go home. They want to go home, and that's just the way it is. They want to. This Luna said, "All right, wait, maybe."
Luna.
Yeah, she bounced on him real quick.
And we have actually this is Nova here. Yeah, I need
Nova?
to hold her good. This is Nova. She's trying to jump on my dresser and eat the different things I have over there, flowers and such. So.
And what about the hamsters? The hamsters are gone.
Hamsters are in a hamster heaven right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, they're sorry too.
I'm sure. But they wouldn't have survived anyway with these cats. And the funny thing about it is, if y'all know LMR, she used to always profess how she was not a cat person.
I am not. I am not a cat person, Tony. I am not. I am. I am Luna, or which one? I am a Nova and a Luna, and my dog Taquito is being quiet right now. I just love what is mine, and these are mine, so I love them. They don't love me back sometimes, like right now. They want to run, but still love them.
Mika says she has 2 black cats. Bobby says, Tony Teflon, get that chip ready. I'm not ready. It's this right here, this shot right here, the last of the bottle of Hennessy Pure White for me hitting 70,000 subscribers.
70,000.
It's y'all who done that, and Warren Stewart just subscribed, so we're over 70,000 subscribers. We have a Cash App thing set here for it says, happy birthday, beautiful LMR.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
so much for all that. We truly appreciate that 100%. And I'm trying to see, what is this, a clear photo? Oh, this is a different photo. All right, let me see if I can get this. This is a different photo. So let me see if I can get. Send me this photo. Let's download it. It is definitely a clearer photo. It is a photo directly of the window, I think, here. And this person has better technology than I do when it comes to making these photos look better. Where is it? All right, there we go. It's small here too, so I should have cropped it and sent it up and everything else. But we're live. We're doing it live. So let's take a look at this right here. All right. You,
Okay. What is that stuff there too?
I'll send it to you directly so you can see it.
It definitely looks like some kind of window from a vehicle. I mean,
It is a window from a vehicle. You could see that the person's
yeah.
hand is directly on there, pressed against the window, and there's a house in the background of it. But the fact that this person is able to put their hand in it, and their head is directly on par with their hand, I think it shows you straight up that there is no way that it's possible that this is a bus. That this has to be a van.
No, I'm sorry. What do you think that thing is? The like the thing on the right behind the window there. What are these?
Right? Oh, behind the window?
Yeah, like on the right side, it's
That wooden
like a
thing right there.
three things and like a
I want to
like a
shout out the
wooden.
person who sent this to me. I can't see a name. I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
I
yeah,
can't see the name of the person.
they can't get in. Obviously, there it's closed, and it's like they're touching. That's the thing. They cannot. They could easily break the window.
The
They
hand is
can pick up a rock. They're not breaking it. So there must be some kind of rules that they're following. Even in the box, when in the first episode the guy was put in a box outside, they broke through the wooden and metal surface. They destroyed it. And here it's so easy to just break the window. They don't. That is so
do we
interesting.
have a hater in the chat? I wanna I wanna I wanna highlight you, hater, because I'm about it. I'm about that life right now. So let's see, where are you? Oh, well, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I don't see a hater in the chat. I'm sorry. I am not a critic and or anything like that, as Lady Fairchild points out. So I don't see. All I'm doing is going through the same stuff you're seeing, and I just got sent this photo from people out there and everything else. You know what I mean? So I would shout out the dude who sent it to me. And it's a dude. I've seen his picture, but for whatever reason, he said it's Teflon TV, and it's like a thing with Facebook. It's hard for me to interact from different things. And oh,
Mhm.
no, it's not you. It's not you, Matthew Spruce. I thought it was you, but it's someone and everything else. But I will find out exactly the cat's name, and obviously you must be watching with us right now. But if it's you who's watching right now, thank you so much. You can put your name in the chat, and I will shout you out. But yeah, so it's definitely. I don't know what that's in the background, but it's definitely a monster in the background. It's got to be the van of Donna. We put it all
Mhm.
together. Let's break it all down right now. There's a monster out here. We see Ellis right here. It's the same exact van. You can see that really quick. That's
Yeah.
the van right there. You can see the same window definition that's out there. There's a house in the background. We see Ellis here in the wife beater, gray shirt, wife beater. We see this person inside the van with the gray white beater, same neckline, same skin tone, same monster outside, and it looks like he's in pain from here. And then we go from that to Boyd with two handprints, one on the shoulder, one beneath, like he's got the right hand holding him and the left hand on that. We put it together and we could say that something definitely happens to Ellis in one of these episodes, that he is definitely in pain. Something
Mhm.
happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have went outside. Maybe Fatima got to his ass. You know what I mean? Or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like made him go outside to try to save someone. He got fucking chewed up. Ellis was at the
Mhm.
top of the list of the death. of the death of the death.
Yeah.
Ellis is gonna die. Ellis is gonna die.
Uh, Allison, I'm thinking either him or
Ellis is dead.
Fatima. I mean, the way Boyd said that you have to be there, that you're supposed to be there for each other to support each other. I wonder how maybe like the way his father was not there for his mom. Like he could have, oh, she'll be fine, she'll be fine. Now Ellis is realizing that there's something wrong with Fatima, that she's not okay. He's so perceptive, and his father says, just yeah, just be there for her, you got to be there for her, the way he wasn't there for his wife, because he thought that she can withstand anything. Like Ellis thinks that Fatima can withstand anything, and apparently everybody has their breaking point. And in Ellis's case, he's just realizing it, and realizes that people are just human, they're not machines, they're not, robots, they have feelings and they can break at any point.
Yeah, Ellis. I'm
Yeah.
putting Ellis at the top of the list of dying. Ellis is going.
Oh my gosh, I
Ellis
don't
is
know who I'd like
going.
to see. I mean, I would like to see whoever I am more attached to, because I want that impact. I want to feel the pain, I guess, looking at it. I don't want it to just like, somebody died there. Uh, but whoever, I don't know who would be more painful for me to watch dying, Ellis or Fatima. I don't know.
I
Mm.
think it's if the people in the chat, and I'm going with you, people in the chat. I'm going with you. You know what Colorway said I just actually made some pancakes. The chat got me.
No, I'm hungry. It's here. It's like almost 10 o'clock here. I'm gonna be eating something probably. All this food talk.
But
Oh,
Ellis is going down. I'm
Alice.
sorry to say it just seems like everything that we put together here, it just seems like that's the way it's going out. Ellis is gonna die.
I wonder, like, I'm thinking if she dies, if now you'll have a father who lost his beloved, and then you'll have his son who lost his beloved, and they have to team up together to, I don't know what. Like,
Yeah, but if you go with the chat is saying that Fatima is pregnant, and if they're saying that
wouldn't that be
Fatima is
even worse
pregnant, then
tragedy?
but it would give a way to get rid of Ellis and have Boyd still have a family member.
Yeah,
So the
true.
last shot for
True.
70,000. There you go.
Cheers.
Thank you, Ruth. So I have to go with it. Bruce says it's Fatima. If going with you guys in the whole situation of her being pregnant, which does sound good. I mean, I'm looking at the emotions that she's having. That would be the reason why. That would be a unicorn one. Let's go through this. She said, "Are they going to capture a monster?"
Well, that would make sense to me. Somebody should.
They 100% should.
What are they made out of? What's inside them? Like,
Yeah, I made a video today talking about alien autopsy. That
mm,
that there most likely it's got to be some type of alien autopsy. Go check out that video.
mm.
You know what I mean and all that. Dolphin Time says Kenny ain't got no nappy hair like that. I know nappy hair when I see it. All right, because I got it. Well, I had it when I was younger, but I still got it. But it ain't no goddamn Kenny. I know nappy hair when I see it. It's pretty obvious that to me that's Ellis. There's no way around that. You're asking whose baby is it? It's only one person's baby. It's definitely Ellis's baby.
Yeah, I
It
mean
doesn't
they
make
do
sense for it
have.
to be anything else.
Didn't Fatima say that they are each like he's his, Alice is her person, but
Mhm.
they do stuff. It's not been mentioned that she
No, she says
enjoys
Ellis
other.
it's all she may kiss another
Yeah,
girl, but Ellis
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't
And
think they
and
go like that in that house, like Ellis and
we
Fatima. I don't.
actually talked about that with this actress Hannah who came on, and we talked about the whole scene with the unkiss and everything else, and we explained it, and she explained it herself. So go back and watch that last episode on Escaping from last week, and you hear her talk about it and everything else. You know what I mean? That that the reason why she didn't, that Fatima, she felt cocky because it would have meant more to her than Fatima would have wanted it to mean more. It didn't mean anything to her.
That makes sense.
He was saying Ellis might die of infection. Infection of what?
What infection?
Does he have the blood worms of Boyd? What is this question? Let's someone put a question mark here. It wants us to see it. So we'll definitely 5 fingers. No, that's not you.
The monster nails look funky. They do. they sleep God knows where. So, but those infections or those cuts are healing nicely, even on Boyd. Like it's a great. It's looking great. There's no blood. It's like a scar at this point. Couple days after, it looks like a scar, not a wound.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, the monster's nails do look funky. So they cut Father Cartry's neck off. So it's different. It's not just a nail. I mean, the nails that we seen on the dude that was handcuffed up there for Boyd is different between these nails and everything. All right. In the end, we're gonna break it down right now. We're gonna get up out of here and everything else. So we almost here we're here for 3 hours, so we're gonna get out of here.
Yep.
Right now, we did a 3-hour stream for you and everything else. I'll be back Saturday with another stream, and then Sunday with Escaping From. Again, happy birthday to you, beautiful LMR. Happy birthday to Phil the Issues guy rocking with us. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel, getting me to 70,000 subscribers live here on air.
Yes.
Live. You know what I mean? Live on air, we got there and everything else. I think Ellis is dead.
I think I don't want him to die because I want to see him in pain.
I hear you. But it's just but what I'm seeing, Ellis looks like he's dead. I'm sorry. I gotta call it where I see it, man. It looks like he's dead and everything else. We'll see what happens on the stream. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If you like the way it is, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace.
And